Yo, it's Big Fan Breezy with the Brooklyn Nets vlog. Nets fans is the best fans. Y'all already know what it is. Y'all know what I do. I want to give a special thank you to the members of the page, Maria Signal Mall, Jellio, Marcus, and that's DNA, Beeman Boy, Joey BK, Cooney Jean Philippe, GIHF underscore Carter, Brooklyn LM, Mr. Seahorse, J Noel 24, Javon Ship, Big Homie Stay Silent, Leaf, Sam Edelman, I'm forgetting somebody, like two more members I gotta put on here. You know what I mean? So I want to say thank y'all for becoming members. I appreciate y'all. This is the Nets first paces recap. We finna get into it. You got Harlem 1967 in the chat. He said Killer Cam 34-point masterclass in 25 minutes, bro. That's what I'm saying, bro. Y'all gotta respect my handle. Like y'all might want to say whatever y'all want to say about me and this and that, and y'all want to say, oh, the CT life. It's like Leaf, and then Leaf go on other content creators podcasts, and they want to agree about CT life is and this and that. Like I said, the Nets did wrong by Cam Thomas. They did wrong by him, bro. He had 34 points in 25 minutes, shooting over 50%, and they tried to pretend that he should be sitting on the bench behind Diego Domingue or Nolan Traore. It was wrong. It was wrong to send him on the bench behind Mikal Bridges and Cam Johnson. It was wrong. They didn't play and develop him the right way. They didn't put attention and attentive energy around him the way they were supposed to, and they made a mistake. Do I forgive the Brooklyn Nets? Yes, I forgive them. I'm not going to hold it against them, and I don't like them no more since. But I'm gonna remind them of it every chance I get. Every chance I get. The first game he has, the first debut, the first Bucks game he won. He's wearing a 24. In the first game, he gets 34 points, and he cold. At the end of the game, he couldn't dribble the ball. He was just sitting there, sagged off. He hit a 3-pointer from like 38 feet away to ice the game. The same way he kind of did versus the Knicks in the Garden that time, but it was a little different this game. But he iced the game with that. It was a 3-point game, and he made it a 6-point game by hitting that three. Bro, I'm telling you, bro, this shit is ridiculous, bro. I'm telling you right now, bro. Shit don't make no goddamn sense at all. I'm telling you. The problem is that again, the fans will be regurgitating a lot of stuff that big media was saying. Big media like to control narratives about how things should be, but they not always right. Hence Cam Thomas. But we not fitting to get into that all night, you know what I'm saying? But I did want to get that off my chest. But yeah, man, shit ridiculous, bro. They made a big mistake. And it's Nolan Traore more. His game is more translating to the NBA more than Diego. Like Diego game does translate to the NBA, but Nolan game is seamless. Like him getting downhill, just everything that he does, man. 20 points, 8 for 13, 2 for 3. This is another play. I like players like this where they get their points from the field inside the 3-point line. They don't really depend on the free throw line, and they don't depend on the 3-point line. And that's the kind of basketball players I like. Now, mind you, he did have a lot of turnovers. He had 5 turnovers. I can't be pretending like he ain't got room to grow or I see that. But for the most part, as a fan, I'm happy. Day'Ron Sharpe 19 and 12. He looking like a starting center. We've been lowballing Day'Ron Sharpe all of this time, bro. 19 and 12. These numbers starting to look consistent, man. Put Day'Ron Sharpe at the start and 5 for the Brooklyn. That's what we talking about. Oh man, in the back of my mind, I can't help but think about Cam Thomas not being on the team and him scoring 34. And I know it's a small sample size, but at the end of the day, bro, it is terrible, man. Like, I'm gonna just hold my thoughts, man. Maybe some Nets fans could get me to feel better about this situation with Cam Thomas, but right now I'm tight. Kirk DeFleur said, was it Cam Thomas' fault for not signing his contract in the offseason? No. Cam Thomas said that the Bucks was looking for him to come to the team in a trade or something like that before, he became a free agent. There was never an opportunity. So for the most part, Cam Thomas knew that once he got waived, that the Bucks will pick him up. And I think they did. And if he continue to play like this, they gonna give him a bigger contract, bro. It wasn't his fault. It was the Nets' fault. The Nets knew that they were going to trade to Cam Thomas to a place where he didn't want to go. The smartest thing that Cam Thomas did was taking that no trade clause. Again, let me tell you, because now I'm learning about the business of basketball, not just the game. The smartest thing Cam Thomas did was make sure that he had that no trade clause. He got that no trade clause. They can't touch him. They can't. They could say whatever. They could bench him. They could do whatever. You cannot send him to a team, have him in a situation where he don't want to be there because of whatever his reasons are. He made sure that the team that he wanted to go to, he went to. I don't like how Giannis was smiling, man. Giannis looked too damn happy seeing Cam Thomas play that well with Milwaukee, man. I said Giannis can't win with the Bucks and with a championship with the Bucks again. This might have changed everything since Cam Thomas there. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, man. This is some type of. I don't like how it feels, man. I don't like Cam Thomas on the Bucks, and I liked him on our team, man. He don't make me comfortable at all. Like y'all couldn't sit, and he wanted to play in the Eastern Conference. Yeah, he couldn't go to the West. Like damn, this shit is crazy. Shout out to all eyes on Chino. He said you right, Breezy, bro. You gotta realize I be right because I've been wrong before, but I'm not scared to be wrong to be right. Think about for you to be right, sometimes you can't be scared to be wrong. So I don't be scared to be wrong because I've been wrong and I dealt with being wrong. So when I was wrong, I learned from being wrong. And then when I was right, I was right. And it was right that I was right because it's just right. See what I'm saying? But bro, like I'm telling you, man, as I look at our backcourt, I say to myself, I like Jaeger, but I don't like him enough to trade to do what they did with Cam Thomas. I don't. And my thing is, this is what Cam Thomas needed the whole time. He needed somebody like Nolan Traore. Like, oh, this leaves me with a complexity. Shout to peoples in the chat. Shout to Player One. Shout to the Brooklyn Boys. What up, Josh? I am perplexed at this situation. I knew I was right, but guess what? I was right, and I'm still hurt as a Nets fan because Cam Thomas not on the team. I did a whole video screaming, "Pay that man!" They gave him crumbs. They didn't really want to pay him, and then he go over there and do that what he did with Giannis, and then he's still in the Eastern Conference too, bro. That's not a good thing for Brooklyn Nets fans, bro. That shit is tough. That shit is tough, man. Peoples, what up, Peoples?
Yo, you my guy, Breezy. That's yo. They got me nervous. They got me nervous early in the game. Yo, stop playing, Breezy. Stop.
We out tanked
Thank
him,
you.
though. We out tanked him, though. We did it.
Yo,
We did it.
thank you, Peter. Last name Peter. Thank you for your 3-point shots. Thank you for the other guy that they lottery picked like 3-4 years ago. Thank you, man. Thank
You
you,
talk about
Igor,
you
for
talk about
missing that
Jarvis
shot.
Walker? Jarvis Walker?
Thank you. Oh my God, with you Pacers, we love y'all tonight. We love y'all so much tonight, but we hate y'all for the rest of the season because we know what y'all doing. We know what y'all. But tonight, I have to send flowers to the Pacers office. We have to send them flowers tonight. You already know, Bree. We're looking lovely. We're like punk ass Pelicans. Punk ass Pelicans. They obviously because Miami Heat, because Eric Spoelstra, you know, he be starving. He be starving for regular season wins.
Peoples, I'm glad you mentioned them because I
He be
keep saying
starving.
that.
Miami
Listen,
Heat coach.
I keep saying I'd rather Nolan Traore than Jeremiah Fairs. I said that the other day.
Oh yeah, Jeremiah Fears. He been struggling. He been struggling.
I got one more.
He's short. He's really short guy. Breezy. He's a short. It's tough for six because everybody's like 6'9" and 6'10" and up now. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? It's tough to be a little guy. It's just tough. But you seen Traore they put the defensive package before the game. Great,
Yeah,
great
oh,
contests. Great,
yeah,
with his hands up. I'm not gonna
yeah,
lie, it's pretty
yeah.
impressive. But thank you, Pacers. But thank you, Indiana Pacers. Oh my
Mhm.
goodness. We right there. We take us home, Breezy. Nets.
All
We
right.
need the Nets to take us home, man.
Listen,
We need the Nets to
listen.
take us home. We
I
right
want to.
there, yo.
I want to add to what people saying because again, like I said, this is gonna be a tough season. Anytime you gotta pretty much know we're not gonna compete and focus on the next season draft. It's an 82 game season. Shout to everybody in the chat. Shout to everybody in the panel. Shout to all of the members. Shout to everybody that like and subscribe. Again, Nets fans is the best fans. We getting through some of the toughest times being a Nets fan. You feel what I'm saying? But
Yo,
again,
Breezy. One thing. I was gonna say
hold on,
one thing
people.
real quick. Oh my bad.
Yeah,
I was gonna say
go
one
ahead.
thing real quick. Right now, Nets are like when Roscoe Jenkins when he lost his clothing in the airplane and they gave him that shitty ass golf outfit. That's the
Mhm,
Nets right now. Cause we don't dress like that. We don't dress like
mhm.
that. That's the
I'm with
Nets.
you.
You know what I'm saying? When you put on that golf shit, you remember you put on at the airport? You remember when you
Mhm,
lost these luggage? That's the
mhm.
Nets right now. But you know what I'm
I'm with
saying?
you.
But we're gonna be fly. We're gonna be fly. Yo, even real quick, even if we somehow luck out and draft like a Tunde, he scored 37 points against AJ DeBonster.
Okay,
37. Crazy. But
okay.
but go ahead. Go looking
Yeah,
out, Breezy. Go looking out,
yeah, I
man. Go
got
ahead.
you, people.
No
Yo,
doubt.
CJ, talk to us, man. You put us on about Nolan Trey already. He had
Hold on.
28 tonight. Talk to us, man.
Hold up. First of all, I want to say this. I saw something on Twitter. It was the Nets fan. I don't know if that John or what. He saying the Nets was wrong for what they drafted or some bullcrap. He said he would have rather have fears on Nolan Trey. That's crazy work. That's nasty work. But anyway, once again, I want to come up here and say, I told y'all, dumbass Nets fans, Nolan Trey was the truth. And I wish Ice was here, because all this shit Nolan Trey doing, I've been saying this shit, bro. Been saying shit for the
Not
longest.
the ice,
21
man.
points, bro. And y'all sitting here talking about this was the worst rookie we ever drafted. Come on, bro. Y'all dudes ungrateful, bro.
Nah,
And
I was saying Vince Laugh
no,
was.
not you,
I ain't seen
Breezy.
Nolan
Not
Trey
you.
already.
Not you, Breezy. I'm talking about the rest of them. They know who they are. But saying this is the worst rookie we ever drafted, bro.
Mhm. What else? What else they
And
were
then
saying?
they
They were
say, then
saying
y'all
that
say y'all rather
Danny
have
Wolf
fears
was
over
going to
him.
be the best player. I don't know. I
Yeah, but
don't
yo,
know.
wait till we complete the package when
Well,
we draft
hold
that
on.
number one
At
pick.
least,
When we're
at
gonna
least I want to say
complete the
one thing about
package.
that. Danny Wolf,
I like
he,
Danny
he,
Wolf.
he would not be the best player on this team.
Nah, he's not the
He
best
would
player.
be
He's
he
not
would
better than
be
Nolan Trey already. He not.
he would be a good role player on this
Mm-hmm.
team. He would be a good role player, but he would not be better than Nolan Trey. Because if you want to ask me right now who
He's
the
not
best rookie
better.
on this team, it will have to be Nolan Trey.
It's definitely Nolan Troyer.
And
Now Nolan Troyer,
the stats prove
hold
it.
on. CJ, Nolan Troyer is better than Diego Doman and every other rookie on this roster. That is
That's a
a
Better,
fact.
fact.
better. Who a better shot creator? Who creating advantage? Tell me who
Mm-hmm.
creating advantage? Who creating mismatch? Who doing that on this damn team besides him, bro?
Nolan
My boy
Troyer.
Igor missed that dunk
We
though. I was mad,
we,
boy.
we
And
agree
again,
with
and
you.
again, we gotta critique it because if
My
we
boy missed
don't,
that
then we
dunk.
want to be fair. Y'all already see Danny Wolf was 4 for 13. He had 14 points, and I respect those 14 points. But I'm just saying the percentage wise, and the same thing for my other ex favorite player in Cam Thomas. And again, like I said, Nolan Troyer is my favorite player right now because he played for the Brooklyn Nets and the way he playing.
I know that would have been your favorite player, Chris.
Bro, he my favorite player right now, bro.
I noticed that shit since we drafted him. Ice could tell you that
He
shit.
kind of like a little bit
He is,
Maxi, but
bro.
Maxi is better scorer right now.
Yeah,
Fast like
don't
Maxi
Maxi
could
though.
remind me
drain,
of
cut
Maxie.
He
That's
fast.
passes.
No, he
crazy.
faster than Max. He faster
I
than
think
Max.
he passed better than Maxi though. Even though
He
Maxi's a
way
better
better
player,
fast. He faster than Max now.
Both
he
of them
passed
fast.
Nah, Maxi. Nah.
nah.
He
Maxi.
is
Maxi's
faster than
faster.
Maxi, bro.
Maxi.
I think
Right
he's a
now,
better.
different
I think
level
he's a
though.
better passer
Maxi,
though.
different level.
He's
Mm-hmm.
a better pass. He could pass. That boy could pass. Torre could pass. I think he's a better passer than Maxi, but
Mm-hmm.
But
Maxi's faster.
he had
Hold on.
5
He is
turnovers.
way
Don't
way
Hold on,
better.
forget.
y'all.
Faster.
Hold
He
on,
had
y'all.
5
Let's go
turnovers.
to after CJ. Let's go to Leaf, and then we're gonna go to
Go
keep it
ahead,
hype.
Lee. Go ahead. The Rock is yours, bro. Go ahead.
Uh, I don't know what the hell y'all just said, but
Yo, I'm dead.
I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. Like, if I see another fourth quarter like that again, from what y'all claiming to be the best rookie on this team, bro, like, I'm, oh my god, bro, like, I don't even know how he got 5,005 turnovers, and they all came in the second half, all of it, bro.
We need
Like,
the loss, Leaf. What are you talking about? We
hold
need that
up,
loss.
Exactly.
What are you talking about?
You
Y'all
can't
can't
please
have a both.
everybody, people. You can't please everybody.
Yo,
No,
you can't be you
hold
can't
up.
be non-believer, my guy. We're gonna get the
Let me
number one
finish. Let
pick.
me
Watch.
finish. Let me finish my soliloquy, please.
Watch.
Go ahead.
We can't have it both ways up here. We can't have be like, yo, all right, yo, it's good that we got the loss, but this, that, and the yo, Nolan Trey, or you ought to see him from one to second quarter, and then in the third and the fourth, I'm seeing Turner. I'm like, oh my god, bro, like what? Somehow, some way, we struggling with Peter and Potter. I don't know who these niggas is, bro. Like, oh my goodness, these niggas came off the bench
It was
and
beautiful. That was beautiful.
yeah, yeah, but somehow. And another thing I gotta say about these picks or whatever. I ain't gonna lie, college basketball has been leaps and bounds better than the NBA season. Um, I ain't gonna lie to you. That game last week with Houston and BYU, that was a good game. But I just need niggas to take off their fan hats for a minute and put themselves in the owner's box of the NBA. You in the NBA front office, they come up to you. Why in the hell would you like give me a logical reason
Okay.
why in the hell would you give the Nets one of these top
Why
four
not?
picks?
No, hold on. Let me tell you
What are you
why.
talking
And
about?
I heard this. I heard this same soliloquy over there, listening to nothing but Nets when you went over there talking to them. Shout out to them. But I agree with you then. But you know, I ain't really no type of content creator. Shout out to This Is JTV for joining the panel. And I'll make this a short soliloquy. For the fact that Jordy Fernandez has shown that he could take a play like Nolan Traore and take him from and again, not only him, the Nets specifically utilize the Long Island Nets to play and develop players and get them ready for the NBA. They show everybody and the NBA with their own eyes seeing Noah Clowney go to the G League, come back, be a starter with the Brooklyn Nets. They see Nolan Traore come off of the bench, be a starter with the Brooklyn Nets. They see Diego Domingue get a lot of critique about all of this, about him being a bad shooter, and then come lead the league in 3-pointers. Not the fucking rookies, but the league in 3-pointers. That's crazy. So again,
Facts.
if the NBA is going to look our way, it's because of what we doing with player development from the Long Island Nets to the Brooklyn Nets. Simple. They should easily look our way and say, yo, we need this market to make more money. And we can do that by sending them a top 3, top 4 pick. Easily. The Brooklyn, this demographic is already in love with basketball. You make both teams competitive because of the draft. Money.
Facts.
It is, and that's just what it is. So the NBA, those are it's many reasons on why the NBA should look our way, you know, and it's proven. It's not like I'm saying this and it's some source that I just made up. No, this is a source that's proven. Look at Texas, they making money. Look at California, they making money. These teams that got multiple teams that go to the playoffs, they making money. Los Angeles, they trying to make sure they go to the playoffs all the time. Clippers, they trying to make sure they go there all the time. Golden State Warriors, they trying to make sure they go all the time. Sacramento Kings, they did their best. You know?
Sacramento Queens.
But for the most part, they try to make you can have more than one team in one place and have all those teams competitive. It's the same recipe. So I hope I answered your question. I don't want to be too long-winded because we definitely got Ivan and Jay on the panel. But go ahead.
Yo,
That's a terrible answer.
That's a great
Terrible.
answer. Bro, that's a great answer. I don't see why you saying
Can't
that.
wait till
bro.
we get the number one pick, Leaf. You gonna laugh. You gonna cry, Leaf.
Man,
When
y'all
we get
told
the
me
number
that
one
last
pick.
year.
Man.
You'll see. Last year we wasn't 15 and 38. Last
But
year we
we,
wasn't
Tell
15 and
them
38.
tell them what they told you, Jay. Tell them
Go
what
ahead,
they told
Ivan.
you, Jay.
They told me that bullshit last year, and
Exactly.
on top of that, yeah, we
We
wasn't
supposed
just
to get a top pick
we,
after we fucked up three superstars, bro.
with the standings because
We started 9 and
I got
10.
you, Jay. I'm gonna pull up the standings.
because the
And
thing
we
is, I feel like our record is worse, but we similar in where we was in the standings.
No,
Hold on.
nah,
And
Yeah,
that's
Jay,
that's
that's
but
it's
Hold
a
on.
we
Hold on.
difference.
still
He,
was
the
about
bottom
2,
Nah,
3,
five.
4, 5
yo,
So the
bottom.
worst. I
and
think
look
the
at that.
worst.
Look at our
hold
after
on.
the
Jay,
All Star game.
Jay,
Look at our schedule after the All Star
hold
game.
on.
Hold on. We
It's
would have had
brutal.
Ace. Hold on. We
It's
would have
brutal.
had Ace Bailey if Claxton
Look,
never hit that game winner
we
against
still
Philly.
5 from the bottom. So that's the same place
It's the
we was
same. It's
last
the
year
We
same
can
place we
still
was
catch the
last year.
Sacramento
about this
Queens.
time.
Nah,
I feel like we can
hold
still
on,
catch the
Jay,
Sacramento
Jay,
No,
Queens.
we
Jay,
ain't
no,
catching the
no, Jay,
Kings. We're not
Jay. The
catching the Kings.
difference, Jay, the
Let
Yeah, we're
difference
gonna
is
catch
that.
them. It's
Hold on,
okay.
peoples, hold on.
It's okay.
The difference is that in the lost column we tied for third. Like, yeah, you're right technically, but technically I'm right too. Two things can
Halo
be.
whoops.
You know what I'm saying? So this is what it is. It's just they got more losses than we do. And at the end
Because
of the
they play
day,
more games. Lee.
yeah,
I
at
mean
the end,
Breezy. They play
listen,
more games.
at the end of the day, I said what I said to Lee's question, and like I said, I've been saying that before he even asked the question. That's the reason why. And again, not only me, Rick Carlisle jumped out and said that Jordy Fernandez is doing a great job with Diego Doman and Nolan Traore. So it's getting around the league that the player development is good with Jordy Fernandez, and this is coming from Rick Carlisle, an NBA championship coach. So that being said, that kind of rapport, I imagine, goes over well with the NBA.
And
But
Carlisle helped us tonight. And he
go,
helped us tonight.
hold on. Let's go to Ivan, and then we're gonna go to Jay. Go
Yo,
ahead,
first
Ivan.
I want to say, man, that Cam Thomas trade hurt me. He
He didn't
performed,
get traded. He got waived, bro.
bro. He got waived. Yeah, you right. He got waived, but still, whatever. Wave,
That's
trade,
even worse.
blade, Jave, bro. He performed amazing tonight, man. And I can't wait to see how he does with a good team, bro. When Giannis come back,
Mhm.
they might be that duo, son. Cause he beat a good team.
He don't
When
play
they
for the
went,
Nets no more.
yeah. You're right. You're right. But let me.
That's
Okay,
the
so
next fault.
Mhm.
but I want to say what we got right. I like Toyori too, like y'all was saying, man. I think I gotta give our coaching staff. I mean, he's a great coach, bro. I'm not gonna lie, we definitely got one, and I'm glad that they put it there behind this coach. I think he gonna be with us for a minute. Hopefully we could get a good pick, man. But like Jay was saying, we said this last year, and we
Nah,
just as trash
nah.
as
It's not
last
like
year.
last year. This ain't
That's a
like
little
last year.
different. It's a
No,
little
no, no,
different.
no.
Nah.
No, we not
Yeah.
getting on that one pick. He going to scratch that shit out of the way. We probably getting 4,
But
5,
hold on,
Five,
no,
6,
How
but
do you
hold on,
7.
know? How do you know? It's a
time
lottery.
out. Hold on,
I
time
know how
out,
the
hold on.
lottery works
Hold
because
on,
me
hold
and
on,
I
Ivan,
studied the
Ivan.
lottery.
Hold on, Ivan, CJ, hold on.
It's the
Let's
lottery
slow
that
it.
we not a part
Nobody
Hold on,
knows.
hold on, y'all. Let's slow it down,
Nobody
right?
knows.
Let's let Big Fan Breezy for, and this will be a short soliloquy so we can get to Ivan and Jay. Far as what Leaf said, why should the NBA go to those guys? What the hell
Facts.
does the Kings, the Wizards, the Pelicans,
Mhm.
or the Pacers done with a number one pick?
Facts.
What
They
have they
never.
done?
The
No, and now
Kings never had
hold
one.
on.
The
Before
Pacers
y'all
never
jump
had
out,
one.
hold on. Before y'all jump out with your rebuttals, I'm gonna just go off recent memory. The Kings never got to the NBA championship since they've been in Sacramento, regardless of what lottery they had. The Pacers, same difference in modern 20,000 and up. They haven't been that significant in the playoffs. They may have reached one
Man,
or twice, but nothing to crack to you know what I mean. They didn't scratch the surface
they're
for real.
doormat franchise, Breezy.
The
They're
Pelicans, in
doormat.
my opinion, is the worst team for them to go to because they sent out of all four of these teams, they got the most lottery picks, the most draft capital,
Facts.
and they did not become successful. As a
Facts.
matter of fact, AD went off and became a champion on a different team. Drew Holiday went somewhere else and became a champion from a different team. So if anybody don't deserve it, it's the Pelicans.
Pelican. Everybody run away from New
We
Orleans.
deserve it
Everybody.
more than the Pelicans. We
Everybody.
definitely deserve it more than the Sacramento Kings. And of course, the Washington Wizards.
Come on, man.
None of these teams that's got a worse record than us deserve a better pick than us off of recent memory on what they have done with draft capital.
It's a joke. They got Koulibaly. They got Trey Johnson. They got Sarr. They got all the lottery picks. Come on, Breezy. They got mad lottery picks. Stop
John
playing, man.
Wall,
Stop. Yo,
Bradley
stop John
Bill,
Wall. What's the name? Old boy
Bradley Bill.
from St. Louis. What's his name? Yeah, Bradley Bill.
Mhm.
Bradley. Stop playing. Wizards are trash. Wizards never supposed to exist. There was never supposed to exist, man. It's a mistake. Like a Mississippi
Hold on, people. Hold on, people. Let's go to
mistake.
Ivan.
You get it?
I don't want to
Breezy? You
hear
get it?
that.
You get it? It's a
Yeah,
I
I'm
don't
mistake.
want to
gonna make.
hear it neither.
I don't want to
Yeah,
hear
I
that
don't want to hear. I don't want
because
to hear
maybe
it.
they got all them draft picks because they didn't trade their first round draft picks away. Because we would have had first
Exactly.
Exactly.
round draft picks. We could have
Thank you,
had
Jay.
Reed Shepard a couple years ago with the third pick.
Pick, yeah.
If you don't
Exactly.
trade your draft picks away, you get to pick them.
Well, we
Exactly.
trying to win the
Exactly.
championship quick. That's all. We're trying to win
Yeah,
the championship.
nah, we're not winning the
We don't
championship
know what the
anytime.
hell we trying to do, bro. Like this is the reason why teams like
Let
the
Ivan
Pacers and the
finish.
Kings gonna get
What
relative
is
before
Ivan going
us.
with that? What was you saying, Ivan?
Yeah, we not winning the championship anytime soon. But I think we are on the right path. I just hope that we can hopefully get the number one pick this year, man, so
Facts.
we can start building up to something. You know what I mean? But this is gonna take 3 or 4 years if we get the number one pick. But at least we have a good coach. At least we can say that. You know what I mean? That's something that
Yeah.
I'm glad at least we one
So, all
step
right.
ahead.
So let me ask you this: how you feel about them drafting somebody like Khalid Wilson because we got Nolan Traore as a point guard? Like we
Taylor Wilson.
solid at the point guard. Our starting point guard is Nolan Traore. That's how we rocking. We not drafting another guard. We going to get it big. How you feel about that?
I like that. I'm impressed with him, bro. Breezy, like I'm really impressed. His decision making, his IQ. He's a young cat. I know he's shooting good with the 3-pointer, but I wish his jump shot was a little bit better. I ain't gonna lie. But other than that, yeah, I think we have a great point guard. I ain't gonna lie to you. I think we could develop him for real. But I'll let Jay go on. That's all I want to say.
Yo,
Depends on where
Jay.
you at.
Yo, Jay, bro, go ahead.
We
Yo,
love
Jay.
you, Pacers. We love you, man. We
Yo,
really
Jay.
love you.
Talk to us, Jay. What
You
you
gonna
what
hate
you
them niggas
what,
in May.
what you think about this Cam Thomas situation, man?
I'm hurt, bro.
I've been done said what it was. You seen me? I done had a funeral. You know what I mean? I had
Right.
my shades on and shit fucked up. But
Word.
shout to Cam, he gonna go out there and do what he do. He scored 35 in 25 minutes like he normally do. I don't see how people could just throw away a player that is capable of doing shit like that.
Yeah, yo.
Just
So
just to just to just to lose today.
let's try to get past it then, man. What you feel about to our backcourt without Cam Thomas? What it look like? How you like Nolan Traore and Diego Doman? How you feel about them?
Well, I know this ain't really answering your question, but I heard y'all talking about Jordy Fernandez being such a good coach, and if he's such a good coach, how he keep be giving up 18 and 20-point leads just to lose?
It's
Like,
beautiful.
He
Exactly.
It's beautiful.
yeah, but is that good coaching? Like you could say
It
it's
doesn't matter
beautiful
this
because you
year.
want to
It doesn't
lose.
matter this year, man.
you
No,
don't
Because it
it
doesn't
think,
matter.
matters every year because if that's the type of coach you are, that's the same shit you're going to do next year.
Well, he's not perfect
but
coach.
Jay,
He's
he
not
don't
no
got
Eric
Jay,
Spoelstra.
he don't got the talent like
Ain't
that,
no Eric
bro.
Spoelstra.
You have
But
the
he ain't got no
talent to be
talent.
up 18
He ain't got no
points.
I
talent.
don't
You
think he
give
ever gonna have the talent. He probably won't be here by the time we get it.
John, yo, I mean, yo, y'all gotta realize, bro, this is for what they trying to do. Y'all act like y'all don't know the script. Like, what the hell?
Y'all
Right.
know,
Finally,
y'all
That's what
know
Breezy
I'm
what's
speaking
saying,
up.
Breezy.
reason,
That's what
bro.
I'm saying, bro.
Stop,
I
bro. We they don't even know what they
Oh,
trying to do, bro. We
They,
don't
yes,
have
they,
no
we
direction,
do,
bro.
bro.
what
Yes,
you
we
mean?
do.
We're like we
Bro, we
two
tied
games
for
behind the
we
worst
tied
record.
for
Two
the
two and a
third.
half
Hold on,
games.
we
Two and a
tied
half
for the
games.
third last team. You talk about we don't know what we doing. Yes, we do know what we doing.
No, we
Yes, we
don't.
do.
You're
Listen,
crazy.
No, we don't.
hold
You're
on, hold on.
crazy.
Listen, this is what I'm saying. You can't. My thing is with the Brooklyn Nets, in my opinion, they looking at it like, all right, well, let's how you say assess what we did so far. You know what I'm saying? Let's look at what happened. We
My,
drafted these 5 players for the most part. We got a starting backcourt with Diego instead of being the point guard. We got Nolan Traore being a better point guard than Diego Doman. Not a better player, but a better point guard. And he plays the game the way Jordy Fernandez wants him to play the game.
that's
Jordy
a fa-
Fernandez says, yo, I don't even want him looking at me when he on the court no more. I just want him to play. He don't even want him to check in no more. He trusts Nolan Torre the game so much that he don't even want him to check in no more. You don't even have to come look my way. Like just play the game. He's telling him to be more aggressive on the offensive side of the ball. Like, yeah, you could get past him. Let me tell you something, bro. This is what I'm trying to tell you. I'm not jacking none of this Peterson shit or anybody that's going to be a point guard. And I'm not saying guard. I'm saying guard. And let me just tell you why. It's because Nolan Traore is breaking down all of that half-court trap shit. That shit is a wrap. I watched him break down the defense from half court like 3-4 times and find.
Did you watch him get the ball ripped from him today?
Exactly.
Yeah, bro.
At half court?
Listen, bro. Yeah,
He's a rookie.
Part of the
You're not
plan,
impressed
yo.
with him, Jay? You're not impressed with the rookie?
There's room for improvement.
That look like all part of the plan for me.
But
Man, we can't have it both ways. Taste the saying that he breaking down defense, and then one time and then the second half they figure him out. He start getting ripped.
Watching the game. The game got him with 8 assists and 5 turnovers.
He's a rookie, man. He's a rookie.
Hold on. But what I'm saying is it's some of both.
Y'all
It's not like
excuses.
it's not me having it both ways. It is what it is. He got 5 turnovers. Yes. Y'all gonna acknowledge that side of it. I'm not saying y'all wrong. I'm saying there's room for improvement. More agreeing with y'all, but more saying that if I had to look at a player out of the draft, if they said we need to win this game from the point guard position, we want to build from there, and they went and got Saraf, Nolan Traore, and Diego Demin, and they end up saying, well, we'll have Diego at the 2 and Nolan at the 1, bro, that's a win. You just got your starting backcourt out the draft. That and where I'm from, bro, that's a win.
Rookies progressing and we losing.
You don't need to go back in the draft and get a guard. You need to go get a big. I'm getting Caleb Wilson. You can't beat all 3 of those dudes. Yo, you beat all 3 of them. They said you the number 4, and you beat all 3 of them 1, 2, and 3. Yeah,
he played. Last game. He played bad though.
It depends on where you. It depends on where you at,
right?
If you listen in the Brooklyn Nets.
Breezy, this is what I want to say though. My thing is, I just hope my problem is I just hope that they believe in him the way we believe in him, right? Because we find out that when it goes to this team, look at what they believe in. They believed in Ben Simmons when he got here. They gave Ben Simmons the keys. They believed in Mikal Bridges, right? And look what they never.
What happened?
They never.
But they're not the guys. They're not the guys.
That's what I'm saying. So I hope that we can invest in right players. I think Torre will be good. I think he's good for us. I hope they invest in him. I really hope so. We tend to fumble the bag, bro.
Yo, even like I said, even if we get luck out, draft Tunde, whatever his last name, I don't know, but
Tunde
he's 37, man.
Hold
37.
on, what I'm saying is, don't go, bro. Go around the guards today in the NBA. Look at all of the point guards and what numbers they put up. If you don't, bro, a 28 stat line, even on the 5 turnovers, you give
That's
it
impressive.
an experience to him being.
I ain't gonna lie, Breezy, you bugging up. I don't know if Peterson
Breezy,
on the board and Caleb and AJ and Boozer is off. I'm taking him.
No, I'm not saying that. No,
I'm not taking their ass.
Hold on,
Unless you take it.
hold on, LM. I'm not saying that. I'm saying if they all on the board. And it's up to us to get that pick. I'm picking Caleb Wilson over Peterson.
Me too. All right.
I don't know about that, man.
I don't know about that either.
I don't know about that, Breezy. That's crazy. Peterson's like a Kobe type, man.
He not no damn Kobe, bro. Like, bro, y'all got.
I don't blame you. That's
the skills comparison. Kobe, better jump shooter.
Dude, hold on.
Better jump shooter
without
at
a
that
doubt.
age.
Without a doubt, the fourth way better jump.
Let's go to Brooklyn LM and John, since we ain't hear from them yet. Like, I mean, again, like I said, Brooklyn LM. But that's what I was saying. What you thought about tonight's game? We see the title of the show. Talk to us, man. What's the word, Brooklyn LM? What's good?
Game was all right. I mean, realistically, I went to at halftime. I was like, yeah, this game is already won. That's how I was. So I was just like, all right, well, I guess we got 16 wins, and then I was just checking the fourth quarter, and it's 103-99. I'm like, what the heck? And so. Beautiful. Yeah, so I mean, we lost to the G Leaguers. Like, it is what it is.
I don't see
how I'm not mad at the loss. I'm
Man,
not
but
mad at the
this
loss.
is our
I
only
mean,
That, that's the
realistic,
Jay. That's
final
what I'm trying to
chance.
say,
realistically,
bro.
It's our final
Jay,
chance.
realistically, I'm not. Look, y'all, I differ from most Net fans, but realistically, the fact of the matter is, bro, I watched freaking Will Hardy on Utah sit out Laurie Marketing and all these niggas in the fourth quarter. Like, and the sad part about it is, I'm not mad because I can't be mad. This is the game that the league plays. They're doing all of this, and they're rewarding these niggas with top picks. So
Facts.
realistically, I don't care if what we're doing is non-ethical or not. If you're not going to punish these teams for what Washington and Utah and these other niggas is doing, then I don't care. Play the game.
But Aaron,
Realistically, it don't matter to me.
I feel like
Mhm.
it's not that we're not sitting people down to try to lose the game. We got the talent out that y'all saying is supposed to take us into the future, and they losing to other teams' G League team. Like that's
That's
not
perfect, man. That's perfect right now.
But I think,
how.
but it's not
How is
that.
that
It's just
perfect?
that
Like
Jordan.
if we was up 18 and we had to take Yegor out and we had to take certain players out for us to lose, that would be perfect. But if we got the players in and we're still losing because they're not
What
good enough to win,
Jay,
what
that's
we
players?
not
They
was
got
the
they got
Jay,
like 4 rookies playing.
Jay,
Or
we
five
was
rookies
up
playing. What
Hey,
tonight.
players?
bro.
That's
Them same them
the
same
reason
Hold
why
four
on,
that
rookies got
sentiment.
us
hold on.
up
It's a
20
ping pong,
points, bro.
Jay.
We was up.
And
Jay,
then
you
and then
gotta
in the fourth
perfect
in
It's
the
game.
a
fourth quarter,
long
bro, they
game, man.
struggled.
It's a
In
long
the fourth
game,
quarter,
man.
they struggled. I don't want to hear nothing about they struggle. They struggled against G Leaguers, Peter and Potter. Y'all seen who was on the court for the Pacers?
Leaf, we was up
Are
by
y'all
halftime,
serious?
bro.
we
Hey,
was.
it's an
I
NBA.
There's
can't believe
not
I
what
can't believe I'm
what is
listening to this
what
It's
shit.
is what hold on.
NBA.
What you're saying to
It's
me
just the way it
is
goes.
is
We was up
irrelevant
in the
because
third
we
quarter.
was up by
Or in
halftime. Either Sean Marks went downstairs at halftime and told Jordy, "What are you doing?" or all of a sudden they just turned trash. Cause we was up by I did y'all think we was losing this game? I
no,
didn't think so.
I thought we
the
was winning this game.
I
Rick
still believed,
Carlisle just
man. I
made
still had the
adjustments
This is
at
the
belief.
most
halftime.
surprising loss of the
Or
season to
I
me.
still had the belief, yo, that they're gonna come
I'm
back.
I'm surprised
Indiana.
we lost tonight.
That
This
was
is a
perfect.
shock.
That
I
was
don't know what you
beautiful.
got to
They
believe
shut
in,
they
bro. Like,
shut
That was
down
man,
their
listen.
whole
beautiful, yo.
entire roster, and
People
they
got to
still
listen.
won.
Beautiful.
I think bro, a lot of our fan base need to put themselves in the damn front office of the NBA. Other than that shit that Breezy just told me, bro. Like, what the hell is we giving the Nets a top 4 pick for?
Why not?
Bro,
Why
why
The
not?
you need
fuck,
more? Why
man?
you need
What
What
are
more?
you
you mean?
talking
Why we
about?
giving
Why
the
you
Nets a
always be
top?
saying that
Why
shit, Lee?
why Detroit
Why you
getting
always
the
say
top
that
Why you
pick?
keep
shit,
saying
yo?
that shit, bro?
Why
Why
you need
Washington
more?
Why
Listen,
you
get?
hold
always
I
on,
Why
on
probably
the
listen,
question
listen.
you
negative
at
I'm
shit?
this.
not saying we
No, hold on,
can't
no, no,
get a top
seriously.
4 pick,
Hold on.
but I'm
Why you
just
need more
saying,
than this?
like,
Why you need
Are
more
you
than
a
this?
Nets fan? I don't get it.
yeah,
No, hold on. Let me
yo,
say
see,
this.
look, how
Hold
you
on.
question him
Oh,
just
I
because
don't know,
he ain't
cause
as
I'm a New
Hold
optimistic
on.
as
Jersey
I'm
y'all
Nets
about
fan.
the
listening.
draft.
I don't know how
I'm a
niggas is
fanatic.
questioning me
I'm
after
not
shit
saying
like
that.
this, bro.
He asked me that.
Bro,
I
it's
have
like
a
why Washington?
soliloquy.
Why
Hold on.
Washington? What does it benefit the NBA with Washington getting the top pick
I guess
Bro,
I
when
only
they
see
be
the
getting
Nets,
top
man.
listen,
picks
I
I only see the
understand.
Nets.
Hold on. Let
all
me
they
say
hold
this.
for
Hold on. Let me
Because
say
decades?
this.
they
Oh,
want
I at least
Washington to
had a
get a top pick
soliloquy
to
on
play
Oh,
why.
with
Breezy,
Trey
you want to say
Young and
something? Breezy,
fucking
want to
what's
say
his
Hold on.
name?
something?
Hold on. I'm saying I at least had a soliloquy on when he asked me the question. It's not like I said, oh, because we Brooklyn, which sounds good. But at the end of the day, I gave a soliloquy to what he asked because, again, the player development means a lot. Like, again, that's the whole hang up we felt about Cam Thomas and him not being player developed the right way. You see, he goes somewhere else, his debut game, he get 34 points. Like, that's serious. Now, I'm saying that to say that we want success with the team and the way they doing the CBA with the way the money is facilitated. You got to get a lot of the talent through the draft, and it is the recipe. A lot of these championship teams, they got their championship because they got their main players on their team are drafted players. It is what it is, bro. And yeah, you're gonna have examples where it is not, but more so that's more the recipe than it is. You know what I'm saying? So same for
You,
us.
Yo, Leaf, we are the most naked. Pause. Everybody's warm. You know that, Breezy. Every other team is
Uh,
warm. We are the naked one. And like in
True, man.
January fucking temperature. I'm talking about the Nets. You know what I'm saying? Like when you say I'm thirsty or starving or
I get
naked.
what he's saying, but the
Naked,
analogy
shit
is
on.
crazy.
Like you got shit on in the middle of the winter. That's the Nets. Everybody else got some kind of clothing on, yo.
I
Every
get
other
what
team
he's
got some clothing
I get
on.
what people saying. It's
You know
just
what
the
I'm trying to say?
analogy is
Nets
crazy
are
though.
the most thirsty, most starving, yo.
He could have put that a different way, people. You could put that.
But you know what I'm trying to say? I'm trying to say it like a New York shit when you say, yo, I feel naked. Nigga,
The
stop
reason
playing. Like,
why we don't have stars.
Yo,
The
bro, I
reason
don't
why
know.
we don't
Hold on,
have stars.
you know when you say I feel naked out here, like you know it's cold or
Yo,
some shit.
people,
Nigga, like,
The
I
reason
got,
why
hold
we
on,
don't
hold on,
have
hold on.
stars
Hold on.
is
Let me say this,
because we
bro.
screwed up 3 of them.
Hold on, bro. Hold on. Let me say this.
Ugh.
Hold on, bro. Disclaimer, bro. I don't know if people knows this, but 99% of the audience are men. So I just
oh no, I wasn't trying to say it like that. You know what I was trying to say? Like, you know, when you say, yo, like we, you know, we hungry. I should have said that. We hungry.
We getting off track. Look, the bottom line is, regardless of the fact of the matter, like this is the game that these teams is playing, especially the teams that got their protected picks. Washington is not trying to give a pickup to the Knicks. Utah is not trying to give a pickup to OKC. Indiana is not trying to give a pickup to the Clippers. So realistically, they're going to do these underhanded tactics to make sure that they pick is secured.
You see what the Indiana did tonight?
I can't be mad at it. If the NBA is not gonna punish them for doing these tactics, why am I upset? This is the game that y'all been playing for years.
They rested all the
but
players.
LM,
they trying to lose to us.
But LM,
don't forgive the
listen,
Pacers,
hold on. Wait. I gotta say this. Notice, bro. Like I keep going back to the fact, bro, that we traded 3 Hall of Famers, bro, at the deadline. Notice, bro, that Milwaukee still got Giannis. Memphis still got Ja Morant. The Pelicans still got goddamn Zion. I understand that, but they didn't. I'm trying to make a point here. The point is, bro, that these niggas is on These niggas is getting televised games.
Because Giannis is a champion.
Yeah,
they
I
have
understand
talent.
that. But
they have talent
in the NBA.
LM, listen to me.
What's your point?
My point is, bro, they are not trading these niggas in the middle of the season. And then the NBA is putting them on TV with like, yo, who they got left to sell, bro? Like, what we did was trade them niggas in the middle of the season, and then what we put on TV. We cost the NBA money. Why would they give us this shit?
Why would we keep keeping them here?
Hold on, let me say this, bro.
Why would we keep them here?
Why? I don't understand why.
How we cost them money?
Bro, people chill. Let me say this. I don't understand why you care so much that it costs the NBA money, because let me say why. Because at the end of the day, that was then, this is now. When you look at the day report that they have, regardless of the Brooklyn Nets, it ain't that squeaky clean neither. You got Harden saying what he said about Daryl Morey. I'm sure that didn't go well over with the NBA, but he said what he said. KD, he jumped out. He be arguing with fans on Twitter. He be doing wild shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm saying that to say it's not a negative connotation on them. I'm just saying that to say you making it seem like these guys are just straight up NBA role models that they trying to make the face. They
trash, yo.
Bro, they just and on top of that, I want to market always whoever just bought in, whether it be the Foch family or something like that, they still bought in. The Koch family, bro, they still bought in. So far as all of this losing money, bro, they got big time plans. They ain't worried about us like that. As far as the fans and what they buying and the tickets and all of that, they good. Bro, the NBA never gotta worry about no money. I'm gonna tell you right now, you ain't never gotta worry about their money, bro. They super good.
Facts.
You ain't I ain't never seen a fan so passionate about the NBA money. Trust me, bro. They good. They good.
They fine, bro. The NBA mostly make their money off the stars.
Y'all not understanding.
They work like $100 billion.
I don't know how many times.
Y'all not understanding how this works. Y'all not understanding how this works. I can talk y'all ears off all day. Y'all niggas gonna believe what y'all gonna believe.
Well, don't talk about ear off, but tell me how it works.
Quickly. We was $7 billion. We was a $7 billion franchise last year. This year we $5 billion. You know what that means? That means $2 billion is just a fucking pit. That's what that means. The
Leaf, we're
NBA
not the only
values.
team in the NBA though.
I understand, but the NBA values. They value teams that do stuff for them. That's why Dallas got cool.
How you know they
They
lost $2
value.
billion, Lee?
Look, bro, as
How you
long as
know
the
they lost
Lakers
$2
and
billion?
Boston and all these other
Cause
teams
I
in
got
the
the
NBA,
fuck,
they never
nigga.
lose.
Cause I got the URL right here, bro. What you want to tell me? Like, y'all, what are y'all doing?
I think it's hilarious. You think the NBA was relying on us to make them money?
Well, they rely on every team to make them money.
Right, but the thing exactly is
Yeah,
not just the Nets though.
But they not rewarding teams
And
that
there's no
lose.
way
Money.
Nets
That's
lost
what I'm
$2
trying
billion.
to tell you.
No way.
How are they going to reward us if we're trading away all our picks, and we're not like, what reward were we getting these past few years? If we're trading away everything that we were supposed to keep, like, what reward were they? They wasn't giving us no pick, and we didn't own that shit. Like, of course, those shits was gonna go to Boston and all these other teams and niggas getting Dame and all that. We was giving our stuff away. We not rewarding y'all niggas if y'all don't got y'all stuff in order. Like,
Yo,
so
listen. All right, so hold on.
that's what it seems like to me.
Look,
I got
but
a
hold
feeling
on.
we're gonna get the number one pick.
I'm gonna go to Leaf one real
I got a
quick.
feeling.
This last time about this, and then we gotta go to John. We haven't heard from John since he's been on the panel, bro. Our competition ain't this shit with them draft picks neither, especially the Pelicans. So that being said, they ain't no real threat. I ain't worried. And to your point, oh, we fucked up the bag, this and that, and the money. Think about how they feel about the Wizards. Think about how they feel about the Sacramento Kings. Like, bro, trust me, if anybody would have been fucking, and to y'all point, at least we didn't have the talent, to LM's point about, oh, we traded the draft picks. At least we didn't have the talent to say we was going to do, to say we did this and that with the lottery talent. Those teams had the talent, seen that talent, leave, win a championship with two different teams, and they were major factors in the AD and Drew Holiday. So let's not get past that to the debate or not to the conversation.
If we really gonna talk about it, New Orleans and Memphis cost them money because John Zion was supposed to be
Yo, Leaf,
honcho
Grizzlies
of the
tickets are
NBA.
$2, Leaf. Grizzlies tickets are $2.
I don't believe you.
Yo, it's $2.
John
They got
Zion really
$2
also
tickets.
cost the league bread. They were supposed to be the head honcho.
Ain't no proof of that.
Yo, they got $2
They're
tickets.
challenging your facts in the chat, Lee.
It's a $1,000,000% facts. They got $2.
They're challenging your facts in the chat, Lee.
They not challenging my facts.
They is. They said in 2025, Statista and NBC Base Sports Area in California reports the value of the Brooklyn Nets at $5.6 billion.
What you talking about?
That's what I just showed you.
Marking a significant increase from 4.8 billion, not decrease. You said they went from 7 to 5. They saying they went from 4.8 to 5.
Bro, at the beginning of this goddamn decade, bro. That's what I'm trying to tell you. When we had KD and Kyrie, we was at 7.
Right now, we're around 5 and 6.
We're around 5.6. Somewhere down the line, we lost billions of dollars.
The fact we're even at that amount and we have the roster that we have speaks volumes in itself, bro.
Now we're gonna get the number one pick.
Now add a high draft.
Yo, y'all just is mad funny because y'all really think we get number one pick.
You know that shit don't mean nothing, bro. The Knicks was top 3 still, and they had Lance Thomas on their roster, bro. Stop it.
Yeah, because they're in New York. Duh. We always gonna be one of the top teams just because of where we at. Maybe not in terms of
I feel like whenever y'all talking this shit, they need to just be playing I'm wishing on a star.
Yeah, that's what niggas is wishing on.
Like you just need to be playing.
Ain't gonna be no wishing when we win that lottery.
About this shit.
It is gonna be wishing. Because we ain't winning shit.
Niggas
okay.
Look, I'm not saying we not like but that, a lot of you can't bank on that. Too. It's like, yo, I'm about to buy a car next week. How you gonna get that car? Because I'm gonna win the lottery, baby. Woo! Like
Exactly.
That's not how it goes.
Y'all act like this ain't been a
That's
process.
what niggas think to
since
say.
the
Only
NBA
thing
began,
matters that
bro.
they in the
Bro,
lottery.
what you mean? That's
the
what
only
niggas
thing
Yeah,
that
man,
matters.
this has
You
been the
say
process
Zach
since the
Edey coming
NBA
to the
began,
team and
bro.
all of that shit, bro. That shit was a
Breezy, we in the
Hold
lottery.
on, now, time out. First and foremost, I feel insulted because at the end of the day, you know how hard it was for us to try to maneuver away for Zach Edey to be on this team, but I, for one reason or another, found
This
ways
ain't got nothing to do with Zach Edey, bro.
No, it does, but because y'all saying that, y'all singing and harmonizing, wishing on the star, which wasn't a bad note. But the point is this: we doing a good job on staying on course. We're not just wishing on the star. We do have direction. They're going the right way. LM left. Figured we was going to have another win. Was he surprised? Wasn't he surprised? Now that being said, we're staying the course. Let them do what they do, bro. I don't like this part of it. Again, like I said, look around before I end this soliloquy again. Look around the room. Look around the room. These are the real Nets fans. Remember, there's gonna be this is before and after. This is BC, before championship. You know what I'm saying? So
man,
like,
I don't need the before,
AC
man.
after championship.
We got the footage to prove everything that we was here while we was in the shitter, bro. I don't need to tell nobody nothing, bro. Like, listen, we was
Bro,
here.
half of these
We got
teams is
video
wishing
proof
on the
to prove it.
star,
Yo,
bro.
AJ
That's the
DeBonster gonna
thing
look
that
good
it's not just
on the
us.
Nets. AJ
That's
Yeah,
my
DeBonster
thing.
look
Like
good.
most,
hold
all
up.
these niggas
I
is wishing on the
understand that,
star,
but I'm
bro.
not LM. I'm
yeah,
not worried about no other teams. I'm worried about us. I
I
don't give a
hate
shit
wishing
about
What
on
the
the
you mean
teams
star.
we
that.
worry? We can't. We gotta worry about these other teams. What you
Hell
mean?
yeah.
Why?
Because of
Because
the facts
they
where we
some of them
at.
tanking better than us right now.
What you mean
Couple
we
of them.
can't worry about
Hey,
these? This nigga exact same
Yo,
thinking that got us 8 last year.
No, that
We
was
gotta
listen.
Jordan.
worry about these other teams.
Yeah, well,
Yo,
yo,
That's
after
why
bro,
we don't got
All-Star
bro,
PJ
break,
in this team
back-to-back
right
losses
now.
upcoming. 15-40, baby.
Listen,
Let's go.
if
15
if
right
you
after
if
the
you
bro,
want
All-Star
to
break.
say that, bro, then pay
Right after the
attention to how Utah just got Triple J and whatchamacallit killing and all the way up to the fourth quarter. They sitting them niggas out.
It's
Come on,
okay.
bro. Like, let's make it make
Guess
sense.
what? And guess what? If they land and if they doing that and the NBA grant them a top pick, what then? And they doing all of this shit, what then? What's the
Then that's how
argument?
I know it's fixed. Like I've been telling you niggas.
That's how Sacramento
No,
Queen's gonna get
it's
the
the
number
fact
5
that
pick.
regardless of them doing all
Right.
that shit, it don't fucking matter to the NBA. What money is Utah granting these niggas? Not a damn thing. But we gonna give you we giving y'all a top 5 pick.
shit.
Like what? Like who cares? Detroit had a #1 pick before K started doing what the fuck he was doing. What money they was giving them niggas?
Talk that shit.
Nada. What
You're
was
not
What was
understanding.
Alex Shaw going to
see,
Washington putting money into the league's pocket?
You're not
What was
understanding.
Zachary Ricochet going to Atlanta putting
You're
money
not
in help
understanding
putting
how
money
Just
into
because
the
he
league's pocket?
disagree with you don't mean he don't understand. You be thinking niggas don't
No,
understand.
he's not understanding how markets work, bro. Our market
No,
is supposed,
we
our
understand
team
you
and our
disagree.
market is supposed to produce money all the time. These other teams, that they win championships in the middle America, like OKC and Indiana, them niggas, they don't care. They don't care
What
because
you
they don't
mean
know
they
how to
don't care?
market
That's
them.
a fucking lie, bro.
Leave. The
That's
league
a
gave the
lie,
Knicks
bro.
a top 3 pick.
Hold on. But hold on. What I'm saying is, again, how could you say that they don't care about the Thunder when the Thunder, when they left Seattle, they come to the Thunder, the draft capital that the NBA invested into that franchise? How could you say they don't care? And then again, they had somebody like Westbrook that stayed. He was one of the draft picks that stayed and kept that team where it could have been nothing if he just forced his way out. He
Right.
decided to stay. And I'm saying that to say that the Nets cared, not the Nets, the NBA always cared about the that franchise when it became from Seattle to the Thunder. Like they care
And
about
And we
Breezy,
going back to when
and
before
Breezy,
the
and
lottery
guess
even
what?
changed, where the worst
And
team was
Breezy, guess
actually in the
what?
top 3.
We'll get that number 1
Since
pick,
they
man.
got their
We'll get
original
that number
big
1
three
pick.
when they had KD, Harden, and Westbrook, the only top 3 pick they had ever since was Chet. SGA they got through trade, and J Dub was an
But they got
11th
him
pick.
through the
And
second year.
Bro, Harden,
Even
Westbrook, and
bro,
KD, they got through the draft.
bro, listen, and again to
I
your
just
point,
said that.
hold on. But no, but to your point, with the whole thing with Shea, they play ball. All right, y'all want to do all of this extra shit with Paul George? All right, cool. Let me get this player. And again, there's interviews and they was talking about how they was watching Shea. You got teams that be watching other players on other teams. Trust me, Cam Thomas put up 40 on Milwaukee. They're like, oh damn, we need him in the Milwaukee jersey. Type shit. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
And he did that shit more than once. And then on his debut, he get 34. Trust me, teams be watching.
Well, this ain't the debut.
Teams be watching other
It's
players.
not the debut.
Oh, if it wasn't his debut, it's second game.
Second
bro.
game.
Second game.
game.
He got 34 points, bro. Like
In 25 minutes.
They must be hyped up, the Bucks fans. Don't worry, Bucks fans.
Giannis was hyped.
now,
You'll
so-
come back to
hold on,
earth.
I thought Giannis
So
was
hold
hyped.
up.
He can't wait to get back to play with Cam
John,
Thomas.
So
John,
Milwaukee. So
talking.
hold up. Milwaukee is about to sign Cam to extension or something.
I don't know. We don't know. Hold on, let John
If
All
go.
right,
keep
hit me
playing
up
like
when
that.
they do.
Hold on. Yeah, John,
If he keeps
talk to
playing
us.
like that,
you
they
got,
will.
You got receipts, John? Talk to us.
Hit me up when they do.
Oh, many receipts and Leaf. Thanks for that lesson on economics, man. Much appreciated. Listen, we got the result we wanted. The goal was not to win this game. I was kind of upset we won the last game because Nick Claxton kind of carried us, which he didn't need to. Him resting today was a smart move. We let the rookies play. Breezy wanted the experiment a while back, and Nolan is really making a case to be point guard of the future. I won't give the moniker yet until after this upcoming draft. See where our roster's at by training camp summer, and if Nolan is the best de facto point guard, he's likely going to stay that way because you saw him orchestrating. So you saw him making plays for others. The lobs with Dayron, how much we've been asking for these bigs to be involved in lob plays, and Dayron and Jaeger have both said similar things. Playing with Nolan makes their jobs easier. They like it, and Jaeger seems to be giving, I don't want to say give away the point guard job, but it seems like he's ready to transition. I won't say scoring guard because a 6'9" scoring guard that shoots threes, not very exciting, but I think the Nets want to eventually make Jaeger a small forward of sorts and maybe a scoring guard interchangeably. But right now, Jaeger seems to not have a problem letting Nolan run things. At the end of the day, if Nolan's going to grab the ball and run with it, then he's making a case to be the potential point guard. So his development's on the right track, so it'll be good to see more what he can do. And Jaeger, we definitely want to see a lot more, but it seems those two have a good idea of how they want to divvy up responsibilities. Wolf was good tonight. So we got the results from development. Obviously, Powell, we want to see more. Saraf, I don't know. I mean, he had 10 plus points tonight. We'll take what we can get with that. But you got the results you wanted. And the Pacers, they have pretty much a complete team. They don't need a top lottery pick this year. So them winning back-to-back games is huge because they don't currently control their pick. If the Clippers get that pick from 5 through 9, and let's say we have a bottom 3 or 4 record, if the Clippers get a pick at a certain spot that we're supposed to get that pick, that could bump us up to a top 4 pick, especially because the Pacers would lose their pick. So this loss tonight could be consequential towards us getting a top 4, as opposed to if we won this game, a top 6 or 7, which would have meant a lot. So this could have huge implications on where we go by the draft. But right now, we want to keep track with our rookies' development. We got to protect this pick the rest of the way. And just this summer, go for the best player you can get that's available. If they are going to make Jaeger a 3 eventually, you definitely want a power forward. Cam Boozer, Caleb Wilson. Having one of those two guys at the forward position would make it easier to transition Jaeger to 3. Obviously, who would play 2 next to Nolan? We could figure that out. But I feel like that's what the Nets want to do if Jaeger is not going to be the point guard. And here's the great thing. Our Mikal Hall package we got, the first pick we used was to get Nolan Traore, LeBlanc. So Knicks fans, you gave us potentially our future point guard. How's that feel? It feels pretty great. Being a Brooklyn
Orange
fan
and
right now,
blue. Disgusting.
if that's what's going to happen. So, yeah,
but
Nolan's making a great case right now.
But John, that's what I'm saying. Like again, it was not necessarily to say that Jaeger isn't as important as the 2 guard. To your point, the small forward as he is as the point guard. I mean, when I look at the box score, he still had 5 assists tonight. You know, I think he had like 1 turnover, so he played a good game. And again, if I got my 2 guard or my small forward giving me 5 assists, I'm in a good situation. I'm just taking him out of situations where I need him to be creative, putting the ball on the floor. That's not your job. I don't even want that to be your job. There's a lot of jobs here. You get a plumber to do a plumber's work. You get a guy to deliver the food because that's what he does, or whatever the case is. But everybody has a different job. Jaeger, I don't want that to be his job. I want his job to be catch and shoot. I seen a play where you had Nolan Traore driving to the inside the 3-point line, Jaeger shadowing. And for y'all if y'all don't know what I mean by that, Shadowing is you kind of like following them, but you're not behind them. You just on it. He's just hugging the 3-point line. So wherever Nolan went, he went, but stayed on the 3-point line for him to kick it to if necessary. And he passed it to Yegor like right by between the corner and the elbow, and he knocked it down. Jordy Fernandez got a whole playbook for behind the 3-point line plays. They're a good combination for what Jordy Fernandez want to run.
That was a good play. Nolan said
the coloring book.
No, listen, Jay, it's been pretty bad, but lately, even though we're facing horrible
They got a
teams,
paint by numbers book.
no, listen, Jay, your analogy about the color book was totally true because the MPJ one-man rock band system is never going to get the Nets far. You may be playing at best, but like what you're seeing right now with the rookies, even though we're facing horrible competition, these rookies are developing chemistry with each other. Like you see Wolf playing with Nolan Yegor, they're developing a good chemistry. That's what we want to see out of this. The results really don't matter. It's how they're building up their scoring abilities, their defense abilities, all those things. So right now, Nolan is orchestrating things, and Yegor seems to have no problem giving him those responsibilities. And for Yegor, if we are going to make him a 3, he's definitely got to get a lot stronger this summer. But right now, I have no problem with Nolan running things because it seems like he's playing his best. Considering where Nolan was beginning of the season, lack of confidence, destroyed, didn't know what he's doing. This guy now is in control of his own speed, in control of playmaking. I don't know if you saw Breeze. He's third right now in rookies in the NBA in assists. Yegor's right behind him at 6. So Yegor, even if Yegor's a 3-2 of sorts, he still can play make, but he's just not necessarily driving that. Which I'm glad Nolan doing that.
But John, I'm glad you said that because again, I was upset that he had such a late start and he missed this all-star thing with the rookies and all of that. Because I feel like if he would have started like this in the beginning of the season, it would have been undeniable. You would have had to put him part of that best rookie class or this team versus that team or whatever it is. So rookies versus sophomores. He would have been part of that. You know what I'm saying?
I'm glad you brought that up, Breeze, because it was just announced that Cooper Flagg will not be participating this weekend in the Rising Stars game. He's got a mild foot sprain, so they have to find a replacement.
His mom was sick.
Wait, what?
They said Coop Moms was sick and he wanted to be by her side. That's
really?
That's different.
Oh wow!
That's what I saw. His mom was real sick and he wanted to be by her side. But I could be wrong. But I saw that shit earlier.
No, if that's the case, very sorry, but they do have to announce a replacement. If you're looking at who should be a part of that, I think Nolan's made a great case considering where he started, where he is right now. He's initiating, take control of things. His teammates seem to really want him to run things. I think the Rising Stars game to have 2 representatives from the Brooklyn Nets, that makes this draft class a lot better, and it makes a statement because Yegor and Nolan, could they be a backcourt of the future? Maybe. If Yegor gets moved to the 3, they still play together. So I have no problem with those 2 in the starting lineup. It's just going to have to be who would be that scoring guard between them, 4 or 5. We hope we can land that power forward in the draft. But if we do get a Wilson or a Boozer, I think you could transition Yegor to 3, and obviously you'd have to move MPJ for stuff, but that's a different conversation. But you can play Yegor and Nolan in the starting lineup. It's just Nolan is running things right now, and if he's the point guard going to next year, keep developing because this is amazing what we're seeing from Nolan, from scoring, playmaking. His defense is not bad whatsoever. So if he gets even stronger and keeps controlling the speed, I mean, Nolan could definitely be a huge part of this.
His defense is solid.
So it's good what he's doing.
And another thing is that he played New York style of basketball. That's how I was saying, and this wasn't a pun towards Yegor Domin, but that's not how we play guard in Brooklyn. You know what I'm saying? That's not how we go. And I like his game. And Jordy Fernandez totally backed it in the post-game interview. And I just think that I'm not confused. I'm not like on this or that side, I got to wait. Nah, this is our starting point guard. We need to focus on the 2. If y'all going to make Yegor the 2, then great. If you're not, then make him the small. I'm not even like so much on the fence, but we got MPJ. I want to keep him at the small. So, yeah, that's why I want Yegor at the 2.
I just don't see it that being long term, but
skeptical on why the fuck we even drafted Yegor in the first place. But
see, that's why you have to make him a 3 to what Jay's saying, because he could get stronger. We've seen Yegor dunk, recently. Like, he has spring in his step. So it's like, if he
missed that dunk today
this summer, I would transition to 3. But obviously, MPJ, we got to figure out by this draft if MPJ is a part of this team. He's due for an extension this November. So obviously, if MPJ isn't traded by this summer, he likely would be the small forward if we extend him. But if we trade him for what we can get, you can make Yegor your 3, let Nolan be your 1. Maybe Powell becomes a 2, or we find somebody in free agency trade market to be our scoring guard. But I really would want to get a power forward. As much as Noah Clowney's
This
had his
nigga
moments,
Yegor
we need
is
somebody a lot stronger.
Yegor is too slow to keep up with the speedy threes.
No, that's fair right now, but that's why if they're going to transition away from point guard, he has to either be a 3 or be some variation of a 3-2. But being 6'9", Jay, I don't see him, a guy just shoots threes, being all that explosive for a lottery pick. He would have to take it upon himself to get stronger in the gym, work on his game a lot more, dribble the basketball a bit more, and be our 3. So it's definitely, the Nets have a decision to make. If
Well,
Nolan is the 1, they're going to have to move Viego to the 3. I just don't see a 2.
I'm just
being
saying the whole thought process of drafting 3 guards last year when we said that it was it didn't make sense. It don't make sense.
It
Like they
didn't,
just
yeah.
didn't know. Like they was just shooting fish in a barrel. You know what I mean? And hoping
That looks like
you
that
get
right
one.
now.
Like
That looks like
this
that right now.
shit is nasty, bro. And then like I was saying before, I don't dislike Yegor, but his fucking the good thing about him was that he was going to be a tall point guard. But if he's going to be an average size 3, well, undersized 3 or whatever,
Yeah.
Well, he's not
that's
really
not special.
undersized, right? Because he's 6'9".
He's not.
The
No, but
only
he's
problem, the
undersized
only
by weight.
problem,
By weight,
the
I
only
mean,
problem is just his
he
strength.
lighting
Like,
ass.
and to be fair, like we seen guys at the 3 over the course of the years. Mostly, maybe they not the point guard, but they have passing qualities. Like realistically, his passing is not gonna go away just because it's at the 3. Like he can still be that connector if Nolan is playing the 1. He can be that connector at the 3, where he can also shoot the 3, but also he can bring the ball up if Nolan can't bring the ball up in the near future.
He's literally
your
a
AP,
baby.
but I don't
He's
want,
a teenage baby.
I don't want him to come off the bench. You're gonna have to find a way for them to coincide in the lineup together. I don't think Nolan should be coming off the bench. I think you should be. He should be experimented with at the point
we
guard.
got Ben Sarab coming off our bench, and then you know how
That's why the Peterson thing, as great as Peterson could be, if we draft him, that makes like what Jay's saying, the Yegor draft obsolete. Like you can't have Nolan, Yegor, and Peterson on the same court together. If you keep MPJ, that means Yegor has to go to the bench. And given how we need him to develop at a rapid pace next year, that would set Yegor back a lot. So that's why we should get a power forward, a Boozer or Wilson. Like AJ would be great, but we'd have to hit top 2 to get that. So if we get 3 or 4, that's your best way of figuring out how Yegor and Nolan could coexist on the court together with not necessarily being a backcourt together, because I think defensively that backcourt is not as great long term. So
John, you take the next best available player, John.
We shouldn't be drafting for fit. We have to draft best player available, especially if y'all keep saying that this draft class is so much better than last year's draft class. If we could get a top 4, top 5 guy this year, he's more important than the number 8 from last year.
So I think fit comes in if you're not drafting top 4. If you're drafting top 4, to me the AJ, Darren Peterson, AJ, and Caleb and
I go
Boozer
even further, bro, by saying fit only comes in if you already have your team, bro. Like if you had your set team and you got players coming back from injury, like how Memphis had, then fit. That's when fit comes in.
I'm talking about for us. Like, I don't know about Memphis, but for us, we can afford. To Jay's point, we can afford to be going with fit, bro. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We can't. You go with best available.
I feel like AJ is gonna end
Darren
up because of BYU with Igor.
Right. If Peterson is on the board, I'm sorry. You gotta take him. You figure that shit out later.
Bro, I'm not. This is what I'm saying. I'm not
on this team,
bro. I'm not giving you an example that Peterson on the board and then all of these other players are not on the board. My example is if all of them on the board, all 4 of them, I'm going with Caleb Wilson over all 3 of those top 3.
That means we got the
That's
number 1.
Crazy, Breezy.
Wow,
Breezy,
wow.
that's crazy.
Wait.
That's crazy.
Hold on. Let me ask y'all this. Why is it crazy when he beat all 3 of them? He beat.
I know, but no, man. He
But
scored
no,
12
The,
points
You're talking about
last
because
game. He
you're
scored
looking
12
at it from
points, yo.
just the
the
you're looking at it from
Tar Heels
just
beat
the
all
college.
three of them. Bro,
You're
like
looking at it from just the college level. If you're talking about the top three in terms of potentially franchise players, I think AJ and Peterson fits that model.
Yo,
Like
Breezy
they
Peterson
look
beat
like franchise
everybody since
players.
middle school.
I wouldn't
Peterson
exactly
beat
take
everybody.
Caleb over
But
AJ.
listen. But what I'm saying is the top 4 is 2 guards and 2 bigs. Y'all think the Nets should take a guard over a big in this draft?
Who was the second guard?
Yo, Peterson beat everybody
Peterson
since
and
middle
AJ
school,
DeBouncer,
Breezy.
man.
Since middle school, he
Peterson
beat
is a wing, bro.
AJ. He
Like
beat
he's a wing.
Boozer.
No,
He beat
Peterson
everybody.
is the guard.
Peterson is the guard, and AJ is the
AJ
wing.
AJ is
let
the
who
Wilson is
wing.
cook,
the
Breezy?
wing.
Boozer is pretty much
Who you
a
saying
And
let
four at
cook?
this point.
Booz is a 4.
And Wilson is a 4, yeah. So I mean,
Darren Peterson
realistically,
got the most skills. He got the
I
most
just think
skills
AJ DeBouncer is most
in the draft, yo.
interchangeable.
We definitely need a power forward upgrade. With no Clowney, it's just not working out. He regresses too much on just shooting threes. With Wilson, to what Breezy says, this guy can jump in the paint. He can defend at a high clip. I wouldn't necessarily reach at him if I had the second pick, just because DeBouncer or a Boozer, those are guys that you could be big franchise guys. But Wilson is the most intriguing. I agree with you. I think
Wilson got the best defense, though.
No, but he also defines positionless basketball. Wilson could kind of do what Claxton does a hell of a lot better because he actually looks taller than what he is. So I would be great. I would feel great about drafting Wilson because if we do trade MPJ, I can move Yegor to the 3 to be right next to a Caleb Wilson. Then you have a Danny Wolf or Dayron you could play at the 5. That would make our front court a lot of fun. But I would not reach on Wilson if I had the second pick, though.
If you get the number one pick, if you get the number one pick, the number one pick is between, for me, Darren Peterson and AJ DeBouncer.
If I got the number 3 pick, I might reach on Wilson, bro, if he's still there. But if I got the number 1, ain't no way I'm putting Wilson on over.
Listen, I'm telling y'all this because
Peterson, I like the Wilson kid too, just because. And I think it was Ellen who
they
said
got Wilson number
before.
5 right now.
When Ellen was talking about the kill list that he had, and he was putting niggas on his screen. I like the dog mentality of that kid, but
I like the dog mentality too. But he just don't have the talent to match.
Hold on. And on that note, the shot selection. A lot of these players, Cooper Flag, these better players in the league, even when they're young, they get inside the 3-point line and they scoring inside the 3-point line. Their true percentage is good. They got, you know what I'm saying, good field goal percentage. And I'm saying that to say is because their shot selection is more 2-pointers than 3-pointers. Everybody thinking it's just because of the 3-point. Everybody was talking that Trey Johnson shit. Yegor is out shooting Trey Johnson.
Trey Johnson,
to be fair, Trey Johnson is one of the best shooters in this draft.
But ain't nobody gonna sit here and say Yegor is a better shooter than Trey Johnson because that's just not true.
You crazy? Igor is way better shooter. Way
Trey
better
is a
shooter.
sniper. I ain't gonna hold you.
Way better shooter.
Yegor's really great from 3 though.
Yegor's a great
he's
shooter.
been on my ass for
Let's take a look at the metrics. Let's take a look at all the statistics from 3-point
Trey Johnson
shots.
just started playing the real minutes.
If you're talking about interior Trey Johnson, you can have that, but outside, I would give it to Yegor right now.
Nah, Igor is a better shooter, man.
But Breeze, to your point, all of the top 4 guys don't necessarily. I mean, except for probably Peterson, all play in the mid-range area. Like AJ DeBouncer plays in the mid-range area, Boozer, Caleb Wilson. So realistically, you're not really getting a guy that's gonna settle for threes. Like you're mostly gonna see if they got the open 3, they'll shoot it. But
I think AJ
necessarily they
probably
not.
the most.
He's gonna score most points. AJ
DeBouncer
is gonna score most
in
points
terms of his scoring. Him and
most
Peterson.
I think who was the most suspect on defense, bro? AJ or Cam Boozer?
Cam Boozer.
I ain't gonna lie.
That's tricky. That's like pulling hair.
In the air.
I think AJ
got the potential to be a 2. I mean, bro, I've seen AJ get like literally clipped, bro, every time he switched on goddamn Peterson in that Kansas game. That shit was scary looking, bro. He didn't look like he didn't want no parts of Peterson at all on them switches.
Because Peterson is a demon. Crazy.
But Peterson, that's just how good Peterson is.
You can't stop Peterson, bro.
I don't think
Peterson beat everybody, Breezy. This is middle
I
school.
don't think it's the fact that he wasn't trying to play
The
defense.
problem
I just think it's the
It's
fact
middle
that
school,
Darren
Breezy.
Peterson is that much polished on offense. Like, there's nothing you can
But
do.
what about his health though? What about his health? What
Oh
about
yeah,
his
that's
health?
the problem.
I'm not
That's the
disputing that
problem,
either.
Breezy.
That's why I'm
That's
kind
the
of off him
problem.
at
Yeah,
one. I wouldn't really take. I'll
it's a
take him at one,
concern.
but that's a
Hold on,
concern
let
you
him
have
finish.
to deal with.
I don't think
All right,
D'Angelo
Like,
no,
makes
but
you
hold
look
on,
good.
time out. Let's slow it down because it's not many concerns. For the most part, I got nothing to say about his talent. And again, the only reason why I even had a leg to stand on in this debate about Caleb Wilson is Darren Peterson's health. Like before I knew that his health was an issue, I wasn't saying nothing. But that being said, I ain't think Nolan Traore is to play the way that he's playing. And again, Nolan Traore is 19. It ain't like he's 27. Like
Yeah.
if this is how he playing right now, this is somebody I need to keep, man. I don't want Darren Peterson getting in his way, taking his minutes when we could still get a quality player. It's just not at the point guard. We get him at a big.
whoever's
Yo,
picking
you can
number
put him
one,
in any
if
place. You can
whoever's
put
picking
Darren
number
Peterson in
one,
any
if they
position, man.
pick
I
AJ DeBonster,
understand
I
what you're saying,
wouldn't
bro. Like
necessarily
because
cares?
Caleb Wilson,
be
as
mad at
far
that.
as two-way prowess go, Caleb Wilson probably has the edge over all the rest of the three, bro. Like
But
because
defensively, yeah, defensively, not
defensively, Caleb
offensively
Wilson,
though. He scored
No, wait,
12 points.
Wilson is good
You really
offensively,
struggled
people.
last game.
he
No,
good,
listen,
but he
Wilson's
ain't
good on
even with
offense.
He's
Wilson is
if
good,
we
but
keeping it in a
he
buck,
got to work on his
but he ain't
offensive
where
game though.
AJ
Wilson
is.
got to work on his
He ain't
offensive
what
game.
AJ is. He ain't
if we're
what
keeping it a
Peterson is,
buck,
and he damn sure ain't what Booz is, bro. Like so, I
No,
mean,
he will never be like AJ DeBonster. Wilson on offense, never. No.
no.
Just AJ DeBonster, he's just a fucking, he's
If
just a freak, man. He just that
you
guy.
put
We just
if
need
you
that
put
guy.
Wilson
Nets need that guy.
wait, if you put
Nets need
Wilson's
AJ
defense with
DeBonster.
AJ's offense,
That's crazy.
you would get generational talent on steroids if you put those two
my
skills
thing is,
together.
I think AJ
You
having a
basically
7-2,
getting
AJ
Yo,
having
key
a
player of
7-2
the
don't
year.
sleep
wingspan.
on
If you put
Tunde
that,
too. It's like a Ant-Man. He's like an Ant-Man. Scored
I don't think
37 points.
I don't think
That's crazy.
AJ's
Listen,
defense is
I
that
need to,
bad
I
either.
need, I
I
need to,
like
I need to
Tunde
be real.
Yasuku. Tunde
Yo,
Yasuku
John,
is a
I
good
would,
he was killing
prospect. He's good.
against
He's
the
good.
Monster,
I would
John.
like to,
Good
I
We
would
need
like
a
to be
second
real.
pick.
Hold up.
We need a
Yo,
second
we're
pick
gonna
in this
get another
draft. We
pick,
really
John.
do.
Watch. Nets gonna get another pick.
I would
I
like to
have
be
31
realistic. I would
picks.
like
Nets
to
gonna
be
get another
more
pick.
realistic about our chances, bro. Like, yo, who's the best shooter in this draft on the wing?
I would
Best
say
shooter.
AJ, man. That's
That's
number
the
2.
Kansas guy. That's the guy. The white.
I mean, you
I don't
could
want to say
He
white.
say
I don't want to say.
Boozer.
More
He said
pessimistic don't mean
wings. He
more
said wings.
realistic, man. More
Oh no,
pessimistic
no.
don't mean more realistic.
Houston Cougars. Sharp
You
is
could
the best
argue
shooter.
Boozer.
No,
No,
You could
I'm being
argue Boozer,
Cougars.
realistic, bro.
but
I
Sharp
ain't
is the
saying,
best
I ain't
shooter
saying
in
anything
college.
pessimistic. Who was the best all around shooter in this draft?
From Houston Cougars, Sharp from Houston Cougars. He's the best shooter. Period.
I think it's
He's the best
a
shooter.
lot of
Period.
names you could put up there. But
You
I mean,
crazy, man? You
realistically,
he I think he had like 8 threes yesterday. I was watching the game. I was watching the Houston because I wanted to see Houston Flemings.
I don't
Kingston
think he's
Flemings.
in this draft, bro.
I'm trying to see how these guys look with NBA
Yo,
spacing,
if
bro. Like
Nets
college,
get
I'm not
sharp,
really looking at how
man,
they
that's
operate
crazy,
as
yo.
of yet.
That shit is
Because I've seen guys in college who are horrible shooters, and then they
I
come
mean,
in the
but
NBA and
bro,
they turn into
we seen Colin Kanepa, bro, and he looking all right in NBA spacing.
like I've seen Jalen, like the
John,
fact
Colin
Jalen
Kanepa
Brown is
seem to be
shooting
looking just
how
fine.
Houston Cougars Sharp. John, look
like
up
the fact
that
Jalen
shooter.
Brown is shooting how he's shooting now is
Pure
godsend,
shooter,
bro.
best
Like
shooter in NCAA is Sharp from Houston Cougars. No, and ain't no comparison. Nobody else
Colin
better
Kanepa
shooter
was
than
out
him.
here shooting 42% in the league, bro. Like this shit's crazy.
Because Colin Kanepa is a top talent. Because he's like 6'7", 6'8".
He's also got a Brandon Miller
He's a
next to
big
him
guy.
too, so he's got some good options
Big
next
guy.
to him too.
He's a tall
Charlotte's
shooter.
looking good.
Yo,
I just
Jeff
think that
Peterson, man, that is the guy that should be the GM of this team right now. Not this other guy. I can't, man. Like 2 years it took Jeff Peterson to turn the Hornets into something unstoppable. Like this is their longest winning streak in 12 years.
But they lost to the Pistons.
Oh yeah,
Though. Y'all
speaking
seen the
of
fight?
winning streaks,
Y'all seen the fight? Yo, Breezy.
They
You
lost,
seen
did
the
y'all
fight?
they lost
did
to the
y'all see the
Pistons
bad news about
in that
us?
brawl.
What
What
Y'all
bad
seen the
news?
Diabate? Diabate was ready.
What mic, yeah, what you said, Jay?
They had a graphic on like when's the last time a team went on a 5-game winning streak,
Mm-hmm.
and we are last in the NBA at like 1,182 games ago. Was the last time we had a 5-game winning streak.
That's okay.
Shout
I
out
keep
to
Okay.
telling
Sean
niggas
and
that
Joe.
December month was
Hey,
a fluke,
That is
bro. I kept
building
horrible.
telling
culture.
niggas, bro.
We building
That
That
culture,
December month
guys.
All
was a
that's gonna
whole
change when
fluke.
we get the number 1 pick and we sign Watson
that
in the
is horrible,
offseason.
man.
Because MPJ gonna recruit Watson.
We got to be careful with this money we have.
Hell
This
yeah.
we only have $40 million. That's not a lot of cap space to sign. I don't even think
We,
Payne
we,
Watson is.
we
You
need
have to
Peyton
throw all
Watson
that
though,
at him.
John. We need Peyton Watson. We need that guy.
I think the
We
Nets
need
might
that
make a
guy.
trade. Like, listen, free agency's kind of dead right now. Like, if the Nets are going to make any moves, it's kind of what Utah and these other teams did to try to win next year. We think it's MPJ, but MPJ's not enough, man. Respectfully, he's not enough. Like, we need to make a move for a guy that's really going to help this team start winning next year. It can't just be MPJ.
Facts.
Just can't be.
Like Claxton, we got to get rid of Claxton contract. You already know.
We have
Somehow.
to. Listen, do you see what Daron
Somehow.
Sharp does?
Claxton and Man, right?
If I can
Terrence
make
Mann and
Daron,
Claxton.
wait, if I can make
Wrap
Daron my
that shit up.
temporary center and pay him under $15 million, that's a steal. Why am I paying
Hell
Claxton
yeah.
$21 million right now when he had his best game against the Bulls guard lineup? I can't, man. Like, we gotta be smart this summer. Trade Claxton for what you can get. I'll trade for Hardenstein from OKC. Let's do a pick swap deal. Like, anything we can do just to like keep Daron and move Claxton, I'm all game for it.
That
because
will be
Man,
that's
they about to keep
hampering
Claxton the
our
same way they
payroll
kept
right now. Is a future
Brooke
Claxton, even though it's
Lopez.
$20 million.
Oh no,
It's 20
Jay, that's
They about to
awful.
No,
keep
it's
Claxton
gonna
for mad
hurt
years.
us because we need a better talent. We just gotta move Claxton and Terrence Mann. How much is Terrence Mann? 15 million? God damn. That shit is expiring, right? It's about to be
Would you
gone.
guys sign
$15 million about
Porzingis?
to be gone, boy.
Would you guys sign Porzingis if he's a free agent willing to come on a cheap deal to us?
I don't
What
He's
know.
kind
like
of deal?
available
How
Nah,
center this
much?
he's too
year.
injury prone for
How
me.
much?
Okay.
Nah, yeah, too many. He's not gonna
Like
play. You remember he's gonna be sitting on the bench forever. You're gonna be you're
The
gonna see
only
him
thing is,
tall as fuck.
if you're signing free agents next year, it's not to tank. We have to try to win next year. So
right.
not terms of championship, but just to be afloat, bro.
But first we gotta try to get Peyton
be.
Watson somehow.
We need guys that's gonna be healthy. Like we don't need an injured roster next year. I mean, we're gonna have to try to just. Peyton Watson is a good target.
Hell yeah.
But
How
I mean,
much
I
you
don't know how
offer Payne
MPJ would
Watson,
be next
LM?
year.
How much
Like-
of a 40 mil would you be willing to offer for Payne Watson? Like, what's the
Like
number?
25
22?
million, probably.
25? Wow. Okay.
25?
25? I don't know. I mean,
Yeah. 22?
Y'all be
22?
talking some
But he's probably
depressing
gonna
ass shit,
say no to 22, man. Probably gonna say no, yo. Crazy.
I would go 21 at the highest. I don't think I got to
21 for Peyton
Detroit,
Watson in
the Nuggets are up against
2026.
the luxury tax. So
That's
if we did go
crazy for
slightly
Peyton
over, I think we'd have to go for 25 though.
I'm saying, you think Peyton Watson, what's the name, agent would probably gonna hang up the phone, yo? You're gonna say 21 million? That's wild. That because you know how payroll these days, you know how that shit going up.
You know, they
Unfortunately.
wrote an article about us trying to offer all of our cap space for Austin Reeves. I'm like, oh my gosh, please no, please don't. Can we anybody else? Give me Payne Watson, man.
Would you gotta get Nicholas? You know, Nicholas is the next biggest contract that we got, and then we just keep MPJ. If we get rid of Claxton, I don't know, somehow.
We got to see what happens on draft night. I said this on Scott's show. I think
lottery night, John.
May 10th,
Lottery
which is
night.
lottery day, depending where teams fall, I think there's going to be a lot of movement leading up to draft night. Like, there's a lot of unresolved stuff. The Giannis stuff, the John Morant stuff, the Kawhi Leonard stuff. Like, there's some big fish in this pond right now that want to go elsewhere in the Nets. We want to start winning. So we're in a very good spot with our lottery pick. We have all these picks. We have movable contracts like MPJ and Claxton. I could see the Nets do something to try to win leading up to draft night if our pick is in a great spot. I don't know who you'd get, though, but I think the Nets want to make a move for somebody. I don't think it'll be Giannis because I think Giannis is going to have a huge say where he's going to want to go. I don't see us right now unless he demanded out of nowhere.
Yo, if you can't get Peyton Watson, maybe you can get what's the name of that guy Trey from Pelicans, man. That guy's been on fire.
No, they want a lot of picks.
He's been on fire. What's his name? Trey Murphy?
I'll go with y'all there.
Trey
I'll
Murphy's
say
wild, man.
But if you put
Wow.
Peyton Watson at the 2, it's a good thing for the Brooklyn Nets, but I just don't see how it's good for Diego. I don't see Diego as a strength at the wing. I don't. I don't. I see. Don't get me saying don't get me saying Diego got to find a spot on this team, but I think you keep Nolan and Chiego together. Just make it is what it is. Like you're gonna have to pay Peyton Watson big money. And
Yeah,
that
probably.
window that he got that
Probably.
contract, we're gonna try to win with him at that 2 guard position. Is that really what we want? Maybe Jordy Fernandez and Michael Porter Jr. do want that. They got a relationship with him from the Denver Nuggets. So maybe, I don't know.
It would be a lot more easier though to move Diego to 3 if we did move MBJ, because that actually helps keep our luxury money like in a fair balance where we could make big moves when the time's right. But this is interesting though. An AJ DeBosa, Nolan Traore backcourt would be very interesting. Nolan running point and AJ just shoot. Like that would be pretty slick. And if you move Diego to the 3 as a shooter, that would be very interesting too. So I just think we just got to hit this draft pick out
But
the
he
park.
still got to
that.
guard the 3 too. I don't like that neither. I don't like that for Diego neither. I don't like him having to guard the 3. I just think he'll get in foul trouble.
He's gonna have to work a lot this summer. Like we need Diego to come in training camp like 10, 15 pounds heavier, a lot stronger, and he's got to show us he could defensively guard. It's like what Jay said, he's a little slow right now on defensive end, but if he has to move his role, he's got to step up. He can't just be a shooting guard. That's not what you want your lottery pick. First, everyone to just be a guy that shoots threes. There's a lot more.
You seen that dunk, man? He just got fouled and shit. He was about to yam on whoever from the Pacers. He was about to yam on him, but I swear, Igor was like, "Come on, man, you seen that shit?" Igor's gonna be okay.
Did you see the Saraf dunk attempt tonight? He hit the rim with the dunk attempt, but the ball just rolled into the hoop. Like, it wasn't even
Ben got potential too. That's why they.
He almost missed that dunk. Yeah, I saw it.
Oh my god, that was hilarious! Like Saraf's like this might be moment.
Hold on, people. Scott joining the panel. Scott, shout your channel out before we get to it, man.
Yeah, y'all can see my content usually before the game on Apartment Gamer and more on YouTube, and I'm on X, Apartment Gamer 1.
All right, Scott, you seen tonight's game? What you?
Yeah, I saw the whole thing, man. I also watched Milwaukee's game.
I peeked in. I ain't gonna lie, Scott. I did peek in a few times.
I gotta follow my boy, man. I gotta
no comment.
How you feel? Talk to us. How you feel about Cam Thomas being on the Milwaukee Bucks, man? Talk to us.
He's gonna do his thing. Everybody keeps saying the one aspect of basketball is put the ball in the hoop. I can't figure y'all guys out, man.
What about the other things? They be having me crying.
Yeah, I can't figure that out. You know why? He gonna end up getting a damn ring somewhere else. He's gonna help somebody. He's gonna help a team. He's definitely gonna help a team.
Talking about the Bucks, man.
Well, it might not be the Bucks, but he gonna help somebody. He gonna help somebody.
Getting a contract, bro. Like
the
Bucks off him.
He might not be with the Bucks.
Yo, I don't know why you keep saying it like the man not gonna get a contract, bro.
Actually, Milwaukee is a perfect place for him. It's like a small market.
He's gonna get a contract, and then people are gonna be like, "You stupid ass Nets should have paid him."
Yep. Sure enough.
We tried to give the nigga 28 mil. He said no.
It's old news.
They tried to trade him.
They wanted to trade him. That's why it was only 2 years. They wanted to trade him.
Yo, that shit is in the past, yo.
Hold on. It'd be a lot.
We said it on your show.
It'd be a lot of.
But it is true. They wanted to trade him.
It'd be a lot of narratives around players and who they are and what they are. You hear the media like to say this, paint him to be a bad locker room guy. Nobody wants that. Listen to post game. Listen to Cam Thomas in practice talk about fitting in with his new team, meshing with his new team, being somebody that can kind of like transition seamlessly. Like all of that matters. Feeling wanted by the front office. Not Jordy Fernandez jumped out and said, "Yo, I ain't have an issue with him." You know what I mean? So it goes to show who really did, and that's Sean Marks. Again, like I said, we made a mistake. The Nets made a mistake by not taking Thomas' career seriously. Wasn't attentive to it. Pushed it aside like it wasn't important. We got who we got, and that's not for me to contrast who we got to Cam Thomas. Is more to say that he was part of player development too. And again, to that point, 2021, they were on sharp. 19-12 tonight. They did a great job, and I'll say that Daron Sharp is, you know what I mean. He handled the media and the you know, he had a better crack at it. Better say, like, you know, he didn't have you know, such a negative rapport with the media the same way that Cam Thomas did. But I'm glad that Daron Sharp is still part of the team for 20.
It's a shame that you have to have a. It's a shame.
For taking 2 years, 12 mil, bro. Like,
It's a shame that you have to have a rapport with the media in order for you to be on a team.
He dropped the bag, though. I
ain't gonna lie to you. I kid you not.
I don't think he dropped the bag.
That's going to keep you. That's going to keep us from getting the title. That's going to keep us.
Scott, bro, listen, I understand. Listen, I'm happy for Cam, but at the end of the day, bro, the nigga was offered 2 years, $28 million. That's a whole lot more than what he was initially making. He said
that is true. That is true.
About the money. It wasn't about.
I don't think it was about the money, though. I don't think so either.
Y'all don't understand. It wasn't about the money for Cam Thomas. What part of that y'all don't understand?
He dropped the bag, though. Now everybody knows on Twitter too. Yo.
It's the principalities, my brother.
Exactly.
I think y'all niggas trying to be funny about it, bro. Like, I got a chance to become an 8-figure nigga, bro. Why am I saying no to that?
I find it so interesting that all of the players Sean Marks has ever moved.
Because you know what I'm saying? He used the money. These players is used to money, bro. You talk about being
used to money. This nigga was only
bro, he been a millionaire since he been in the NBA, and these players be getting taken care of. Trust me. Now, that's not the point.
I can't pass up on 18 mil, Breezy.
Everything.
I'm not passing up on 28 mil. Like, you crazy.
But what I'm saying is, from these content creators that think everything is money motivated. If, like, y'all don't realize the morale that's part of the game, y'all don't realize the integrity that's part of the game.
Nah, you just dropped the bag, yo.
You don't realize the blood, sweat, and tears.
I think everybody could be bought. That's your fucking problem. Everybody can't be bought.
Everybody could be bought. Oh my god. Bro.
Yo, 18 million though. What are you playing for? How you gonna pass up on 18 mil?
Cam Thomas.
What are we playing for?
That no trade clause. Let me explain something. That no trade clause is more important to Cam Thomas, and not only Cam Thomas. Any player that want to put themselves in a situation to go to a team that they really want to go to instead of a franchise that they know don't like them. Pretty much trade them wherever they want to trade them, opposed to getting waived and have the team that really wants you to play there just pick you up and then y'all talk business afterwards. It's about
he didn't get us nothing in return, Breezy.
Listen, hold on. Listen, the reason why I said what I said about Cam Thomas in a practice interview, he said the reason why I made the decision to come to Milwaukee is because my agent will always tell me through the years on the Nets that he would reach out to me in my second year with the Nets, third year. If this is not the first time they reached out to me in interest, they've been reaching out to me. And that's why he took the no trade clause, because trust me, they wasn't doing no big blockbuster deal with Giannis. They probably had it in conversation, but they really wasn't with it. And Giannis got what he wanted. He wanted Cam Thomas on the team, and he got Cam Thomas on the team. So Sean Marks is like, yo, you put yourself in a situation where you could have. Listen, I just want to see what the backcourt does, and I want to see if they live up to the hype. Because we missed one on Cam Thomas.
You're gonna learn about Cam Thomas in a different ways too, though.
And it is what it is.
We're gonna learn about him when he come back and drop 40.
But I gotta say,
he definitely gonna come back and drop 40 on us.
Oh yeah, he definitely gonna bust our ass.
Like that, I'm not ignoring that at all. But so Breezy, bro. Based on everything that you just said about Milwaukee, all that shit about you saying about Cam Thomas wanted to be here was bullshit all along.
Bro, Nick Claxton, it wasn't about bullshit. It's about sources. Yeah, I said what I said. He wanted to be. It's not necessarily more of the part of him wanting to be here. It's about not giving the Brooklyn Nets the power to trade him to any of the other teams that he don't want to go to. So by having a no trade clause, if you waive him, he gets to go to the team that he really want to go to, because he could just say yes or no. And
we didn't get shit for him because nobody wanted to trade for him, yo. So
No,
I'm
wait,
saying
wait,
we didn't
peoples,
get
that's
shit
not
for
true.
him,
Wait,
yo.
wait, peoples, that's not true. We were talking to
Yo,
the
that
Cavs
is
and
true, yo.
Milwaukee
We
back
didn't
in
get
the
shit
wait,
for this
peoples.
guy, yo.
Peoples, we were talking to teams about Cam Thomas, but at the end of the day, like Breezy said, Cam Thomas didn't owe Sean Marks a damn thing, but Sean Marks never once gave Cam Thomas iota that he valued Cam
So
Thomas.
how
So I
come we didn't
understand
get
why
nothing
can't
in return?
I understand
Hold
why
How
on,
come we
listen,
didn't get nothing in return,
listen,
yo?
hold on,
No
listen,
trade clause. Do
people,
you not understand that?
Come on,
people.
man. Yo, he would be okay if you tell him like, yo, we're about to send you to the Lakers. He'd be like, yo, Los Angeles,
No,
I'm
bro, no,
down
no,
with
no.
it.
Listen,
Come
listen,
on,
listen.
man.
It's not that
Come on,
simple,
that's
bro. Listen,
bullshit,
listen,
yo.
peoples, listen.
Yo.
Megan Triplet, she asked Nick Claxton about Cam Thomas. And she asked him specifically, was Cam Thomas happy here? Nick Claxton said, look right in that camera or right at Megan Triplet and said no.
Yo, who
Cam
Yeah, he
fell
Thomas
did
was
say
asleep?
not
no.
happy.
Who's
So,
snoring?
so,
I
so my point
guess
is that
so, but we
you,
still didn't
yo,
get
I
nothing
said,
in
listen,
return. He
think
hurt
about it,
us.
think
You
about
heard
it
us,
like this.
Breezy.
You listen, think about it. You're not
You
really
heard
tripping off
us.
money. You listen, you're not really tripping off money. You got the bag. You're already a millionaire. You'll be more of a millionaire. But the case in point is, imagine being a millionaire, but you somewhere you don't want to be. But you in a
So
situation where you're still a millionaire, and then bro, 7 calendar days did not pass before Cam Thomas got on another team. This shit was intentional. All of the stuff that we talking about is going to come out on a 30 for 30 years later.
so so
You know
so
what I'm
so
saying?
basically I dumped so basically we had a player that was only making $6 million, like literally like shaft our front office, bro, from trading him so we could
The
get
most points
some
per dollar
Taza
in the
for him.
NBA, probably.
Yo, we couldn't even get a
Thank you,
2038
buddy. I've been
second
telling
round
them
pick
that
for him.
all last year.
Like
Basically,
my
Breezy, we
nigga,
couldn't
like,
even get a
bro, hold
2038,
up.
yo.
You basically hold up. Y'all basically just explained, bro, how stupid this front office is.
That's what
Not
we're
just
Yes.
by
saying.
tra-
Wait, wait, Leaf. That's what we're
not
yeah.
just by
saying.
waiving
Isn't
them,
it?
not
Leaf,
just
Isn't
Leaf,
by
it?
that's what
waiving them,
Have
Leaf,
you
but
ever
that's
just
what
been
we're
to
just
this
by
saying.
giving him
podcast
enough.
before?
Y'all don't understand.
At the end
Nobody
of the day,
wanted to
wait,
give
Leaf.
nothing for him.
No, that's not true.
Nobody.
Listen, we were talking to multiple
Nobody.
teams. This is what happened, right? Sean probably had a deal or two potentially placed, but Cam said, you know what? For 4 years, you didn't give a damn about me. So after 4 years, why should I do what you want, even on my way out the door? What Cam Thomas did on trade deadline day was burn every last damn bridge he
So
had
he
with
don't.
Sean
So he
Marks.
don't give a
So
fuck about the
at
Nets.
the end of the day, as
He
much
did
as
us dirty. Cam Thomas
Cam
did us
deserves,
dirty too.
Peoples, let me finish. As much as Cam Thomas deserves his own accountability for his own mistakes, Sean Marks made twice as many mistakes with how little he underutilized Cam Thomas. Sean Marks supposed to be the GM about
Yeah.
building relationships. How many relationships
Yo,
has this guy burned with superstars,
John, you're making
managers,
it.
and
You're
up and
making it
comers?
sound
Hold
like
on, Peoples, you got to
Cam
hold the
Thomas is like
GM
Jason Kidd or some
accountable.
shit. He
Cam
took us to the
Thomas is a
finals
part
or
of the
some
problem.
shit.
Wait,
Come
Peoples,
on,
Cam
man.
was a part of this problem, but the organization was just as big of a problem with
They
how this
win
thing
20
folded.
games when he plays in the starting five. They win 20 games this
You're
season.
saying nobody wanted a kid that could drop 20 plus points. That's not true. Cam Thomas just didn't want to give
John,
John Marks what he wanted
John,
after 4
John,
years.
But it
John.
is
The
What
facts
was?
are John. The facts are we didn't get shit for him, yo. That's the
Because
Why
facts.
is
because the
that?
people
Why is
trading
that,
was
Peoples?
incompetent. That's why you can't blame the player for not getting shit for him. It's the people that's making the deals that didn't get shit for him.
Because he's
Exactly, Jay.
stubborn. Because he's
Exactly.
stubborn as fuck. Even
So
if
is
he
Sean
said
Marks.
no.
Really, people. So is
Even
Sean
if he
Marks.
said no to a team, like Sean
Yo,
Morris
bro.
came to him and be like, "Yo,
Oh
we're about to trade you
man.
to," I'm just saying, we're about to trade you to the Lakers.
So
We're about
Peoples,
to,
what was Sean Marks'
and he
fault in
said
this whole
no, right?
wait,
He
Peoples,
heard us. He heard
Let me
us.
ask you a question. So what was Sean Marks' fault in this whole Cam Thomas debacle of a relationship? What was Sean Marks' fault in this?
Who cares? He
You're not answering the question.
Exactly.
He's
they
not
never.
answering the
Exactly.
question.
No,
Come on.
you're making it sound
People,
like
hold
No,
on,
like
hold
because
on.
Jason
you talking
Kidd
about
or
we
some
didn't
shit
get
like
shit
that.
I
for him.
can't. He's not answering the
He took
question.
us to
I
the
can't. I'm
promised
done.
land or
I'm
some
done.
shit.
Hold on,
It doesn't
listen,
make any sense.
hold on, listen,
It
hold
doesn't
on.
make any
Hold
sense,
on, let me say,
Breezy.
let me make sense of all this. Listen, all
Come
I'm
on,
saying is
man.
this: as a podcaster, it is my due diligence to keep it real with the fans. Y'all don't gonna, you're not. I'm not on ESPN. I'm not saying they reading off the script, but trust me, you getting my real thoughts and opinions. And if y'all in the chat, I'm listening to y'all. We listening to each other. We talking basketball. We ain't got no big media personality like Stephen A. for the Knicks. We ain't got none of that. We ain't one of those teams. All we got is us. And I keep
Nah, we
telling
got
y'all
Big
that.
Head Breezy,
Listen,
man.
listen. So I'm saying all that to say that we gotta hold these whoever accountable. Y'all have held me accountable when I've had bad takes. I've held other fans accountable when they've had bad takes. We have to hold Sean Marks accountable when he makes mistakes. We have to hold Jordy Fernandez and all of these different situations and players accountable. And again, it's about critique, not necessarily saying this and then disrespecting them because you figure that your opinion is true. No, it's about critiquing the game to see what happens. This is how John can pull up and give me credit. Thank you. About me saying that Nolan Traore should be the point guard and Yegor should be the 2 guard because of me watching the game, us watching the game, seeing what it is, and seeing who play together well, seeing who do what. I seen how, and I watched the post-game interview to kind of confirm it, where Nolan Traore say, yeah, I like to go downhill. That's my game. That's what I do. And I'm saying that to say that I'm watching Yegor play and he hugged that 3-point line. He liked it. Even when he tries to go downhill, when I seen him on a one-on-one matchup tonight, it's a tough time for him. Like, yeah, he's good and he could do it, but it's a tough time for him. You know what I'm saying? It's not one of his better suits. You feel what I'm saying?
Cam Thomas said, "Fuck Brooklyn, bro." Like from what I'm gauging, bro. That's what it sounds like.
Leaf, at the end of the day, Leaf, at the end of the day, Cam didn't owe Sean Marks anything on deadline day. He didn't owe him anything.
He's an agent.
Fuck owing Sean Marks something, man. We didn't benefit nothing. And
why is that? Why is that? Listen, Cam Thomas could have played ball, right? Why didn't he? Every other guy that wanted out of this team played ball with Sean Marks. So why Cam didn't? Because Sean Marks never gave him
we couldn't even get 2038.
What you were saying is that's like if you go give $10 to a bum on the street and then you mad at the $10 that you didn't get nothing back. You gave it away, nigga.
Exactly. And listen, I'm upset that we got out of that court, but at the end of the day, it was
on the roster.
It was Sean Marks' job to convince Cam to okay a deal, and he didn't convince him. Sean Marks is a horrible negotiator, and you're refusing to admit that. You're refusing to admit that. So Sean Marks is a horrible negotiator.
You know what it is, Jay, bro? I go back to something that you said last year during the offseason. Even before this shit all started, you was like, yo, I hope this shit don't go left, man, because we only got one more thing. And you said it right after Day'Ron and Zaire signed their contracts. They signed 2 years, $12 million.
No, yeah, I said it went left already. That's what I said. I said it did go left.
Nah, this is before everything went down. You was like, I'm praying that this shit don't go left. I remember that conversation. Now, and from everything that we just heard, bro, like, it sounded like Cam Thomas already had it in his mind, like, yo, I'm not staying here no matter what these niggas offer.
Exactly, Leaf. Exactly. And he was just ready to burn
the bridge. Like to me.
That's what it was.
He wanted to get paid properly. It was very simple. He wanted to get paid the same way Emmanuel Quickly getting paid. It was certain level of players that he was comparing himself to that he felt like he was better than or at.
So he was pocket watching.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
Listen. If they basically saying, yo, you got to find the market, he basically said, okay, these are basically what we trying to explain to y'all in slow motion since we keep being repetitive with the same shit. The numbers that he was putting up, all those players that had contracts, they was getting 20 mil a year plus. He's making $6 million a year on a rookie scale contract, putting up numbers that all stars are putting up. He was not taking no peanuts from the Brooklyn Nets.
But did he do it the whole season? Did he do it the whole season?
But it wasn't supposed to.
I'm gonna tell you why that is.
Yo, bro.
Hold on. The business of basketball wasn't supposed to intervene and interfere. If you pay Nick Claxton, it's nothing for you to say, oh, we can't pay Cam Thomas because this and that. Listen, at the end of the day, yeah, he was friends with Kyrie Irving after he left. Were y'all mad at him for it? He did say Harden was his favorite player. He do still probably keep in contact with Kevin Durant. So it's like,
I mean, those niggas are his vets, bro.
But what I'm saying is, if that's, to me, that's unprofessional. I don't think that, you know what I mean, he doesn't mesh with the teammates that he had because he keep in contact with the players that used to be part of this. Yeah, they may have a bad, and be in a bad way, but at the end of the day, bro, the perspective on who those players are to Cam Thomas opposed to the relationship they have with the front office is two different things. And I think they held that against Cam Thomas. You feel what I'm saying? Like, it is what it is now, but at the end of the day, the Brooklyn Nets going forward have to realize that building these relationships with the players that you draft are essential because a lot of recipes for championship rosters have players that they drafted. And they watching what you did with Cam Thomas.
Yeah, they watching.
That's a very
Yeah, they
valid
watching.
point.
Let me add
They
two
watching.
Let me
Of
add-
course they is.
Let's see how
That's
far
like
the
you.
Bucks
That's
go.
like you going
Let's see
to
how
a
far
job.
they go.
That's
But
like you
Scott,
going
but
to a
Scott.
job. No, listen to this. That's like you going to a job with a guy that's training you, who you see as somebody who's doing a good job, and then that company treat him like shit, and then you supposed to go in there and work hard. Really?
Listen,
Really?
You get paid millions.
Scott, I get
Oh, that's what you think it is?
Scott, I get everything that you're saying, but based on everything that I've been hearing, bro, the three niggas that consider his best, Harden, Kyrie, KD, bro, they all came to the Nets and all had their way. All of them, they all got paid what they wanted to get paid.
But they,
all
how you?
sat and
But
they
we
wanted
don't
to
know
sat.
what was.
Hold on,
Kyrie
hold on.
didn't get
No,
paid.
I'm getting
That's
somewhere.
fair.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I'm getting somewhere with this.
Go
bro.
ahead. Go ahead.
Kyrie signed in 2019. KD signed in 2019 and sat out with an Achilles injury. That's fine. But when them niggas wanted to get traded, bro, the Nets said, all right, go, cool. When James Harden wanted to get traded, the Nets said, all right, cool, bro. Like, these niggas they all got what they wanted. Even goddamn Ben Simmons bum ass.
Yeah.
Even
Yeah.
if he didn't want to play, bro, he wasn't playing. That's as simple as it was. The bottom line is Cam Thomas saw all of them niggas with everything they wanted, bro, and they said, yo, hey, F it, man. Listen, I don't look like I'm staying here, bro. That's what it sounded like to me.
No,
Listen, can I say one thing? One more thing. Just one thing.
Y'all
One
don't
thing.
understand principles, bro.
No. Let me say one thing. Let me just say one thing. One thing about sports
Y'all don't understand principles.
related to sports.
I only love the Nets.
We've seen teams in every sport do the same thing. The champion teams do the same thing. Players might be disgruntled, but owners make sure they be on their team. We watch the Yankees hire and get people on their team that they might not get along with the owner and GM, but they won titles. Because you know why? Because they kept their good players. They kept them. The Nets are not doing that. The Nets are picking up people who make you feel good. I want players that's going to get results.
What?
You know, it was important.
When
When
are you going to get results players?
But that's
Hold
not
on, Scott,
that's
hold
not
on.
the case here.
Let's
Yeah,
go to
well,
Jay.
then you ain't going to never win a title.
Hold on. Let's go to Jake.
You're never going to win a title.
No, we're talking about Cam Thomas shit.
I'm talking about every player that's good in this league.
Okay.
You know-
All right. So, hold on. Let's go to Jay. Jay, talk to us. What about the principles, Jay? Everything. What you talking about, bro?
It's principles, bro. If you done been holding me back my whole career, telling me I gotta wait, put me on the bench, telling me your time gonna come, and then when my time come, I seen you play Nick Claxton. You not gonna pay me? Of all people, me of all people, like what's up with that? And then I'm trying to negotiate with you, and you treating me not like family. We was family the whole time. Now you treat me like an outsider. Like, yeah, go find something, see what happens. Like, I'm gonna treat you the same way, because that's what it is. When it turned to business at that point, and when it's business, it's like, I'm gonna be a shrewd businessman the same way you trying to be a shrewd businessman.
That's why you're gonna jump from team to team.
But
Jay,
No, another team is gonna know his worth, because that's how it be. That's how it be.
Right. Hold on. Let me say this to what people said. The reason why I don't think that he's going to jump from team to team is because he was smart enough to have the no trade clause. The no trade clause gave him the power to say, like, y'all can't just trade me wherever. And again, these powers.
So when's the extension?
Oh, I'm not even talking about that. That's disaster.
Hold on,
Well,
hold
what
on,
happened
I'm
with the
going
Nets?
somewhere.
Because
Hold
we
on,
didn't get
I'm
shit.
somewhere. Hold on, I'm going somewhere with this. And again, these players, they getting more vocal, talking about what it is for them at the trade deadline. They say it's nerve-wracking. They say that they don't necessarily like it. They be happy when they get past it. They don't want to really hear their name in it. And again, it's not something that they look forward to. You feel what I'm saying? And I'm saying all that to say that, to people's point, if he takes that contract, that's a player that gets traded all over the place. He just say, all right, give me the money. And this is what happens. Principles.
I'm saying that would have helped us though.
People, can I say one thing?
That would have helped us though.
Okay. So now,
bro, let me finish. He didn't sell his principles by signing that contract for the money. He would have been up. He would have had more money.
All money ain't good money.
Right, exactly. But he would have been playing for a team he didn't want to play for, but he would have had the money. And you know what happens? So even when you get the money, it don't guarantee you a team. Let me explain something. When they grabbed the rebound, from what I seen, Scott, they was giving the ball to Cam Thomas right after they grabbed the rebound. All right, push the ball up the court. And nobody be pressing Cam Thomas neither. Like, don't think that the defense, they got Suggs and all that. They ain't got none of those players pressing Cam Thomas no full court press. Not from what I've seen. And I ain't watched the whole game because it was on the same time the Brooklyn. But
you know what's important?
I did go take a look, though.
You know what's important that you said, Breeze? You said it's very important that when you draft certain prospects, those relationships, when it comes time for the biz side of things, you want that to be in lockstep. So everybody knows they're on the same page. It was so hypocritical when Sean Marks had his summer interview before the free agency, all that stuff began. What did he say? You want to sign the guys you drafted, but you look back and go, wow, those are the guys that were part of our winning team. They were there at the beginning. They could be part of this winning title. Fast forward free agency, it's like 1 or 2 months. We hear nothing. And then we hear all these reports like, oh, the Nets front office is not in a rush to talk to Cam Thomas. They feel they'll iron something out like it'll be all fine and dandy. This kid's been in organization 4 years. Even if you didn't see a long-term future, why are you putting this out so much? This should have been done the first 2 weeks. So this wouldn't even been an issue. Like, how can you be a GM of a team for 10 years and be so bad and negotiating with a guy who's in his first contract? Like, Cam didn't have a lot to do that summer. What did Sean say to Cam? Oh, go check out your options? There were no options.
I mean, Kangaroo Sean Marks, he got a lot of flaws.
Let's work something out here. But Sean Marks saw Cam as a pawn that he was going to pay cheap money to, like Breezy said, to trade somewhere. And Cam saw that. And he's like,
didn't have a lot of faith in
games. And that's what happens. That's what happened.
But listen, somehow
I'm not talking about Cam Thomas reference neither.
Aaron got his deal, but you telling me out of all of that, bro, like Cam Thomas don't get his deal, bro. Like it's something is going on here, bro. Like it's a lot of
no. Don't say that.
There's got to be a reason why he never got that 5 year.
Hold on, wait, JJ, hold on.
That's bullshit, Leaf. Dayron didn't get a deal. He got some bullshit. Cam Thomas wasn't going to take some bullshit. Dayron didn't do half as much as what Cam did to deserve what Cam did.
I understand that, bro. Like, listen, that's
why you
fine.
But against that, then why you like? Again,
but you putting up 19 and 12.
Bro, listen, I'm not saying nothing against anything, bro. Like, y'all not listening, bro. Like, all I'm saying is a nigga that was been in the starting lineup, bro, since KD left, got 25 mil. How he got 25 mil, bro? Because he was playing so great with KD in the lineup, bro, in that starting lineup. His name is Nicholas Claxton. He got 25 mil a year.
And what the fuck that got to do with anything?
Yeah, like what that got to do with China?
What I'm trying to say is, bro, like it's a lot of wrongs, bro, especially in the front office. If you telling me that 25 mil could go to this nigga, but only 15 mil could go to this nigga, bro, like now we having a problem. Of course, Cam Thomas seen that, but something happened long before that contract dispute.
Of course, he saw his heroes get treated fucked up in Brooklyn.
Listen, all I'm
saying, that's what he saw. That's
what he saw. The fact of the matter is what Lee just said.
I mean, does it really matter? Because it's all gone.
They paid Nick Claxton $25 million, and they wasn't trying to give Cam nothing close. And it's like, nigga, get the fuck out of here. This nigga Nick Claxton just had a 28-point game the other day. It took him mad years. This kid is a bucket, and he been a bucket, and y'all not trying to pay me? Fuck that. Fuck the offer that you talking about. Right. Fuck that.
Right. Yeah, you know what's funny? Jay, you know what's funny?
What about doing anything else on the court?
Nick Claxton admitted he was... Hold on. And again, when you think about the impact of what Cam Thomas meant to the Brooklyn Nets and the impact, and Nick Claxton what he means to the Brooklyn Nets respectively. Bro, you gotta pay Cam Thomas in that situation, bro. You can't just. And again, my thing is, and
you paid Cam Johnson, didn't you?
Right, and listen, pay Cam Johnson. Cam Johnson ain't do that much for the Brooklyn Nets.
Right.
1 year.
I mean, you know, that's Cam Johnson. That's not Cam Johnson.
They paid that nigga, traded him, bro.
Bro, hold on, listen.
He scammed us.
Listen,
I'm just saying, bro.
No, hold on. Let me finish the soliloquy. Me and Jay were saying. Yeah, you take on Ben Simmons contract, but you won't pay Cam Thomas. You take on James Harden contract, but you won't pay Cam Thomas. Like you pay Nick Claxton, you pay Cam Johnson, you won't pay Cam Thomas. Like you pay Joe Harris, you see what happened with that. You won't pay Cam Thomas. Like
at that point, it's personal.
Yeah.
Like,
I didn't think of it that way.
Maybe it's his personality.
Go ahead, Breezy. Go ahead, Breezy.
I'm just adding to what he's saying. Y'all cutting him off.
Right. And what I'm trying to say is to make it a shorter soliloquy that y'all keep harping on his attitude. Let me tell you something. All of this is
get over it
to me.
Yeah, get over it.
I got a coworker that does their job, but we don't not necessarily, clinking
talk
after work. I'm still good with him. You know
That's
why?
stink ass attitude.
Because he does his job.
Right, because he does his job, Scott. Exactly.
He does his job.
Exactly, bro.
That's like Reggie Jackson and George Steinbrenner.
Listen.
He didn't like Reggie. Reggie didn't like him, but he did his job.
But they're champions, man.
Hold on, let me say.
Yeah, of course. That's how you become champions.
Listen, this is
why you gotta have other things.
You get good players and be champions, man.
You don't let good players go for free.
We going too far now. Now we're pushing it now.
No, you're not. Hit that mute button, Breezy.
One mic, y'all.
Hit that mute button.
Listen, now I don't want to do my. I'll fight through it for a little bit. So I gotta really.
It's only 5 minutes left.
Yeah, but listen, the reason why I'm saying what I'm saying is you appreciate a player for what they do, just the same way you appreciate a 3-and-D player. Like y'all want to value a 3-and-D player, and the same thing. And this is why your Net fans get on my nerve, because when I was to give credit to say a 2v20 or a 3v20 with me, Jay, and Scott, going against all these Nets fans about Cam Thomas and his value and what he really means to the team if you play him the right way, bro, we were right. At the end of the day, just because the Brooklyn Nets is our team don't mean we're supposed to agree with the things that they do if that's not how you really feel. This is my team. But at the end of the day, you want to do right by players that you draft. That was the whole significance of me saying that all that about Cam Thomas is that we paid all of these players that are free agents, but you won't pay your draft pick. That is a problem. That is a problem. And
what Cam Thomas get from the Bucks?
And at the end
$1 million.
Listen, and at the end of the day, the thing about player development is expectations, and when do you expect it? They don't expect Diego to get a handle this year because he's shooting at such a high clip that this is the focal point. That'll come. We don't need that, and that's what I'm saying. That's what they didn't do with Cam Thomas. As soon as he came in the league, hit the 3-pointer. Meanwhile, he got to the league playing inside the 3-point line the entire time. So what I'm saying is that now they can correct their mistake, and I want to help them. I don't want to call them names. I don't want to be disrespectful. I want them to know that they can tap into this podcast because we care. We actually care about the Nets winning the NBA championship. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to all of the Nets fans. We the best fans. Might have something super dope coming up, a super great interview. Definitely going to let y'all know about that when I get more information.
Right, you got to give me some times for the super dope interview.
Yeah. Nah, we going to tap in. Just
bro, how much the Bucks is giving Cam Thomas, bro?
Bro, I don't care. This is what I'm saying. You talking about pocket watching. You the one pocket watching. I'm telling you.
I'm not pocket watching. Y'all niggas are so that he gonna get a contract. Let me know. Is he gonna get one or not?
Bro, the
Bro,
fact that you keep
I'm
asking
telling you
what the
what's
Bucks are
happening
giving him,
right
he
now.
was
I'm not
on
telling you
this
what's
team.
going to
This
happen.
team was the one that was hindering his abilities. The Bucks wasn't hindering his ability. The Bucks wasn't holding him back for 4 years. The Bucks wasn't doing that. So it don't matter what the Bucks is giving. He wanted what he wanted from the Nets.
Right.
Just hold
It's
Facts.
on,
And he
man.
principle.
deserves
Just
it from the
hold
net.
on.
Hold on.
Just
And again,
wait
All right.
till
listen,
things settle
hold on.
down.
Let me get
Just
back
wait.
on course. And again, what I'm trying to get at is that amicably going forward, the best thing they could do is do right by their draft picks, bro. It's a recipe for championships. All of the NBA champions, they did right by their draft picks. You know what I'm saying? You invest in them and you give them time to actually win it. All of the NBA championships, as of recent, been together for 5-6 years as a core. Keep your core. Keep Jaeger. Keep Nolan solid. We know that. We need to invest in that, but I don't need them to do a whole bunch of flips and trips. They doing great. I want to keep building with that, invest in that. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Barry in the chat. Shout out to the whole chat. Shout out to the members of the page and everybody on the panel. Nets fans is the best shit. Nets fans is the best fans. Like, share, comment, subscribe. Again, like I said, man, I'm finna get to it, man. We're gonna heat up. You know what I'm saying? All-Star weekend. You know what I mean? I can't let y'all go out like that with no content until next Thursday, man. I gotta pull up and do something. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Nets fans. We the best fans. We're gonna be back.